Yeah, but that's what they do now. Good God, no pressure. Sick. Touchdown Chiefs, if you're hearing this. That was way too easy. Here's my observation so far. The Chiefs are running the ball, and you're not pressuring. If you're the Bengals, you're not getting any pressure. And you're never going to have anybody run as fast as Tyreek Hill. So give up. I called that a week ago.
You got two of the best receivers at running routes and then run after catch. They're so fast and explosive. You see their commitment to continuing to run the route even after they don't get the ball right away. They get a lot of yards like that. Bucker out for the extra point. Hill in his career. When he has scored a
Well, they always throwing toilet paper through the uprights.
21-0. Oh no. Well, let's go home. I guess it's over. What time's your flight? The Bengals are not out of it.
Jim Nance said, hey, what time's your flight? They know it's over. Now, I'm not going to say it's over, but I've seen this movie before. I'm going to turn my data off, or turn my Wi-Fi off on my phone.
Chiefs are 21-0 when Tyreek Hill scores a touchdown.
Well. Okay, it says my stream is actually on now. Well, I've been watching, but I just haven't been able to talk about much. Because my phone will not connect to our shitty Wi-Fi. Well, our Wi-Fi is being shitty today. Got to use my data, and I'm out of data because I have a job where I sit at a desk for a living and burn through data watching shit online. And I'm too cheap to buy more. I can just make it a couple more days. I'll have more data. Till then, I just pre-download all the shit I want to watch at work onto my phone. How does it sound? Sounds good. Chiefs are up 7-0. Bengals went 3 and out, and the Chiefs just methodically marched their way down the field.
It's going exactly as expected.
4 runs, 5 passes. Average 6 yards a carry on the runs. Mahomes hasn't been pressured. Guys have been wide open. We've had all day. And that's only the first quarter. Chewing on some Twizzlers. You know what Twizzlers do for me? Well, my throat was kind of like, not sore, but you know when you talk a lot, you get tired. It like rejuvenated my vocal cords. Soothed my throat. Hey, Lori. Like I said, the internet was off for no reason. I turned my stream on to start the game, and it was on, and then about a minute into the stream, it cut off, and the internet went out. And I reset it, and it was still off, but now it's back on. Hopefully we'll have no more problems. Like I said, 7-0 Chiefs. Bengals have ran 3 plays. It's early. Now I can actually settle in and watch this game. I was watching the game and trying to fix my internet at the same time for the first couple of minutes.
Justin Jefferson, just a few of the NFL All-Stars going to be in Las Vegas at the 2022 Pro Bowl presented by Verizon. Sunday, February 6th, 3 p.m. Eastern. You can buy your tickets today at ProBowl.com or watch the exciting...
Oh, I'm sure there's plenty of Pro Bowl tickets available because who the fuck would go to that? Second possession for the Bengals. What's their record when Hill scores a touchdown at home? The Chiefs. When Hill scores a touchdown, the Chiefs are 21-0. Well, Hill scored the touchdown. Nixon runs for 3. I said all week, This game is either going to be a back-and-forth shootout or the Chiefs are going to beat the dog shit out of the Bengals. One of two. The Chiefs are not going to get blown out by anybody, but they could probably blow out the Bengals. But we're hoping for a close game.
For a young quarterback like Joe Burrow, he doesn't play in the division, so he doesn't see him a ton. You're going to have a lot different looks. You're going to have different ways to do
Low snap. Burrow on the run. Short to Mixon. Sets up a 3rd and 5. Good as you could do with the pressure that got in his face.
Right there, they got off to a really bad start this year, and then they started playing great football. Not as great in the last few games. We got to remember, Josh Allen came into town in that dynamic offense as well. But today, Spagnuolo knows Jamar Chase can't beat us. He almost beat them single-handedly in the last game. Last week, they took out Diggs.
And 3rd down in the postseason, Joe Burrow's 16 of 20 on pass attempts on 3rd down.
Who's going to do that today for the Bengals? They need hit.
They're on 3rd and 5. Protect. He's going to run for a first. He stepped up through the pressure, and there's nobody on the left side of the field. Slides at the 38, first down.
The pocket was collapsing quickly, and he smartly took off, picked up 8. Well, you'll see the 5-man pocket collapsing. Burrow versus the blitz. It's been fantastic. In the playoffs, 8 for 8, 147 yards, and then he also runs. Chris Jones, one of the keys to this game. Internal pressure. The crazy thing is Burrow's doing this with a below-average offensive line. They work hard, they fight hard. But by no means
Romo just telling it like it is. The Bengals have a below-average offensive line. But they play hard. That's what they always say.
First down.
Mixing up the middle for 1.
And yard, maybe 2 for Mixon. Here you go. The different seasons it seemed to be on this side of the ball for Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City was shit early in the season. Their offensive line sucked and their defense was terrible. Their offensive line sucking was just picking up where the team left off last year.
The last 4 games, the numbers are going to be up because of that first game against Cincinnati. And again, as you said, the numbers by Buffalo last week. And that wild 42-36 shootout. But keep watching Chase. This is the guy. They got to communicate.
Burrow said SEC stadiums are louder than NFL. That's probably being put to the test today. Throws it short to Mixon. And a 7. A lot of short, quick throws to Mixon to get the ball out. 3rd down again.
This is a great job. So we're going to show you this.
Chiefs are doing a good job not giving them any shot at a big play right now. That was a problem the first time they played. They couldn't stop big plays.
On the other side of the field, you're going to see a lot of people open away from Chase. At least the numbers are in your favor. And that right there is a good job by Burrow. Not trying to see what they're doing. Just accept they're going to double them early. Go other places. Then you'll find your chances to hit them. They need 2 for a first. Out of the gun.
3rd and 2 in the flat to Boyd. First down.
Just a half a yard as it's caught by Tyler Boyd. Snead was on the coverage. And again, you could tell that Burrow was not going to have any time. Did what he had to do, unloaded it quickly, and Boyd able to pick up the first. Chris Jones just got right in the back.
No.
Didn't even get blocked.
Romo said somebody got in the backfield, didn't even get blocked. It happened so fast, I didn't even notice that. Oh, my God. You see why people keep betting against the Bengals? No matter how good they are? Play action. Hope you get Tom. He barely had it. Tipped up and almost intercepted.
Who was shaken up.
And Uzama, the tight end, is hobbling off. Oh, man. And the crowd let out a collective when they saw that Uzama was hurt. Ooh, he got dragged down awkwardly. Ow. Thought that was going to be the first turnover. Well, since you got away with what should have been a turnover now you throw it deep. Because you shouldn't even be on the field right now. I got a bad feeling about this game now.
Listen, if you do, they're really good against the blitz. Here's the second and
Another low snap.
It's Boyd again.
Boyd for 6. Third down again. Third down on the drive.
Suffered on the opening drive last week. And boy, was his presence missed last week. Matthew. You're exactly right. It's going to be huge because all the double teaming, everything.
Uzama looked like he was giving birth over there on the sideline.
All of the coverages, breakdowns, you saw people running wide open. That doesn't happen. He's back there because there's so much communication, Jim, and his instincts and talent. He's going to be a big focal point. Third down and 5. They've picked up 2 third-down conversions on this series. Burrow.
Nice route by Boyd again.
And Snead, who takes him down, but again, Cincinnati keeps on moving. Gain of 9.
No big plays, but they're moving the ball just like the Chiefs. They're it's almost like they're copying the Chiefs. This is how the Chiefs move down the field now. What'd you miss? The Bengals started. They went 3 and out. Chiefs marched right down the field. They're averaging 6 yards a carry. Mahomes is 5 for 5. Never been pressured. Never been touched. The Bengals are down 7-0. They're slowly, methodically marching down the field. Chiefs are not giving up anything deep or cheap. And Mixon busts through the right side. He's still on his feet. Out of bounds at the 15. No flags. Always expect a flag after a good run like that. Andy Reid called timeout, burned a timeout, then challenged a play, but won the challenge. It was on a 4th down on the Chiefs' first possession, but they wasted a timeout when they should have just challenged straight up. This is a really good-looking drive. The Bengals, they should have had an interception. A ball got tipped up a couple of plays ago, but the Chiefs couldn't catch it. They had about 3 chances at it. Fakes the screen to Chase. Now he looks the other way. Nobody there, and he lobs to the end zone, and nobody there.
So they had something set up that
I like the play design. Nobody was open. Yeah, my uncle in Connecticut said there's a foot of snow on the ground where he lives. It snowed here a little bit Friday night at my house.
Fake over there. But guess what? That sample, Uzama's not in, and that right there is why he goes too far down the field. You run that play all week with someone, you know, and all of a sudden the next guy comes in, he never practiced it, and all of a sudden he's off in his spot, and you have to throw it away. It's a 2nd and 10.
Uzama's hurt, by the way, for the Bengals. He limped off a couple plays ago. Lob to the end zone. Oh, T. Higgins dropped a touchdown. Fenton may have got a hand in there. 3rd and 10. Couldn't get his arm around because of Fenton. Yeah, Romo's right. That was a hold.
Why are you one-handing this, Higgins? But he kind of had to. Almost an incredible catch. This is a big part of what happened in game 1. The contested balls went Cincinnati's way. When they threw the ball down the field in these one-on-one situations, Cincinnati came down with like all of them. It felt like KC, big point of emphasis, don't allow that. Win those matchups. 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10 goes to the other side. Same play again, and Chase can't catch it.
That's the exact type of play
A
you're
lot of contact by these DBs on the last couple of plays. That's not bad. A little bit of a tug. Looking at it, but he was playing the ball. A lot of contact on these last 2 plays. Look, he's like reaching back and interfering like that. That's the best I've ever seen to get away with pass interference because he's playing the ball and he's looking at the ball, but he's got his hand around his back, grabbing Chase's jersey. 32 yards. It's good. 7-3 Chiefs.
I can't wait to talk about him. You got so much stuff on him. That was cool what he did last week. You were watching the AFC Championship game on CBS presented by Intuit TurboTax Live.
Well, my picks were the Chiefs and the Rams.
That's my picks.
I know the 49ers have beat the Rams a lot, but the Rams had a 17-point lead on them last time, and that doesn't happen by accident. They can win. They just got to finish.
I think we're seeing a different Matt Stafford in the playoffs too. It's kind of being overlooked.
Skip was going off. Tom Brady outplayed Matthew Stafford. And he said, before those throws to Cup, Stafford only had 70 yards in the second half. Yeah, because they were running the ball with a 27-point lead, and Cooper Kupp and Cam Akers kept putting the motherfucker on the ground. That's why he only had that before the last couple plays to Cup, you idiot.
Not to mention, not to forget that whole whiff snap thing. They got the turnover and then literally just threw it right.
Akers fumbled twice, Kupp fumbled, and the center snapped the ball 30 yards over his head and ended drives. Yeah. Did I watch any racing? A little bit of the 24 hours. Saw Elio was on the winning team. Guess we'll be watching racing next week. Because 3 o'clock is the qualifying races, the heat races or whatever.
All on Sunday, right?
Yep, it's all on Sunday.
What are they doing on Saturday?
Practice. Yeah, there's some practice and qualifying time trials to set up the heat races are on Saturday. I think I understand the format for the Clash now. Just don't ask me to explain it, but I think I get it.
I didn't bother looking at it.
Through heat races, they're going to whittle the field down from 36 to like 23, and then run 150 laps with the 23, and that's the Clash.
So there's nothing special in the 150 laps, though?
I don't think there is.
Okay, then yeah, I get what they're doing.
I'm so thirsty, but I'm trying not to blow through all those fruit punch Powerades I have in there today.
They're too worthy.
I drank one earlier because I hadn't had anything to drink all day. I was sitting here thinking I might try to go to halftime without getting one, but I don't know. Uzama, it looks like he's done for the day. He's crying, going to the locker room, so that sucks.
He lost the season a year ago with a torn Achilles. Don't know what the injury is here, but an early loss for the Bengals. Uzama, you saw him trying to get off the field, not putting any weight at all on his leg. That's just such a big one right there. He's smooth. I mean, he's got raw athletic abilities coming into his own, and he just has a lot of it. His future is so bright for him.
So you guys ever go sit in a movie theater in 30 fucking degrees? Because I did.
Patience was the key, we said.
Unbelievable. I'm glad I didn't pay for it.
The second key, keep him in the pocket. Cincinnati, keep him in the pocket. When he gets out of the pocket, especially when he rolls right, you might as well book it a touchdown. Because you have the fastest guy on the other side of the field coming across. The 2 keys,
I think
keep him in the
Tony
pocket,
was so
disrupt that timing, not able to do that. Completed his last 9 throws last Sunday.
7-3 Chiefs.
So 14.
They got Hill running in motion, and that's where, well, no, he's going up top to McCole Hardman down to the Cincinnati 30.
Mecole Hardman all the way to the 30-yard line and a gain of 45.
No big deal. It's a 45-yard pass. The attention that Hill gets here made this possible, I think. Yeah, look at that. You see that safety come down? As soon as they saw Hill coming around in motion.
Unbelievable job of setting this play up on the first drive. We talk about the vignettes of setting things up. Well, Andy Reid,
End of the first quarter.
The enemy did a great job. They got out of shell defense. That's the end of the first quarter with Kansas City in front, 7-3.
I'm going to try to go to halftime without getting a Powerade. The Twizzlers are helping. Soothes the throat. Speaking of soothing throats, did you guys see Sasha Banks last night? Somebody shared a gif of her last night, and somebody said, that's the greatest thing Vince McMahon has ever put on television. I shared that on Facebook. Yeah, but it sure is. That was the greatest thing Vince McMahon ever put on television. For sure. Hey, my Wi-Fi's working again because my phone's reconnected to the internet. Skip's bitching because Skip is a Mahomes hater, but he loves Burrow now. He says Burrow's the new Brady. And he was saying all week Burrow's going to be more special than Patrick Mahomes is ever going to be and all this other shit. And now, obvious, outrageous, uncalled pass interference. The refs are just intimidated by that Arrowhead crowd. Go ahead and just give the Chiefs the Super Bowl. He gonna try to make me hate Joe Burrow.
Like I said, I don't care who wins. I'm Matt Stafford all the way.
Sad. I like all 4 teams left. All 4 teams, if they win, each one has a good reason to win. And if the ones that lose, they have reasons for me to be like, oh man, that kind of sucks.
I can't complain about any of them winning the Super Bowl.
MGM, the king of sportsbooks.
7-3 to start the second, and the Chiefs just hit a 45-yard pass play to McCole Hardman.
The Chiefs started a donation drive collecting hygiene products for students in need, and earlier this week, team president Mark Donovan helped deliver some of those items to local middle school. As we begin the second quarter, here are the numbers from the first. Chiefs had, of course, that 44 yards and 2 plays to set up a tying field goal Sunday night. That last throw was actually 44 yards and 1.
They go back to the run just because you know you're supposed to every now and then.
Nice run.
Gain of 7.
For another 6 or 7. Evan, let's go down to you.
Yeah, big blow for this Bengals offense, guys. CJ Uzomah doubtful to return with a left knee injury. You showed the visuals and emotional. Uzomah couldn't put any weight on that left leg, so again, he's doubtful to return.
Okay, thank you, Evan. It's the first time, by the way, that Mahomes, in the 4 championship games he's played in, has had the lead after the first quarter. They've always had to come from behind.
Yeah, he has. This is a treat for him. He feels just super okay right now. That's so bad for Uzomah. You know, Bills completed 80% of his targets this year, the highest in the league.
Look out! They almost strip-sacked Mahomes, but he got the ball away. Definitely throw off the timing, though. It's incomplete.
Mahomes going to Hill. He had some pressure. Hendrickson was on him in the backfield.
And that's the key right here. This is going to be probably a touchdown, if not at least a big play. But what a pickup, Hendrickson. 13 sacks this year. Does a great job. He's got all the tools in the shed. Rushes with good lean, strong club, power rush.
3rd and 3. I wouldn't be surprised if they step it up the gut or take a shot or go for it on 4th down if they don't get it. Hendrickson trying to get low. He can't get to Mahomes, who checks it down to McKinnon in the flat. 1st down. No pressure at all.
Patience, patience, patience. Mahomes playing with incredible poise right now. And then just goes right through and gets it down. That's the thing when you have a lot of people deep. You got less people underneath. 3-man rush, good blocking here. Even when you're on top of somebody over and over.
Orlando Brown on top of Hendrickson.
Man, that would hurt.
That was a gain of 11. We'll see what Andy comes up with. He and the enemy.
Throws it short to Hill. He gets around the corner and he's dragged down.
And he is tackled down inside of the 10. Jermaine Pratt picks up 6.
They're just so good at designing plays. Andy Reid does a good job of getting Tyreek Hill, his best player, open. Could he go this way? Could he go that way? Well, it's hard to communicate on defense when you snap it after he goes up, takes 3 steps. And now you're like, let's run back across the field.
Well, Chiefs have guys running all over the field back and forth on those crossing routes. They run it. McKinnon, 3rd and about 2. At the 5.
The 5. They got another 3rd and short coming up. There's the enemy. Los Angeles native, went to Colorado, played in the league with the Chargers, just like Andy Reid. Raised in L.A., trying to find a way to get to Super Bowl 56
in Los Angeles in 2 weeks' time. Watch Kelsey on the left side. Pringle, who's been big.
3rd and 2.
Shifts to the left. Here's a 3rd and 2.
Wow, pressure on Mahomes. Mahomes actually having to dance around. Oh, he gets away, though. And he finds Kelsey in the end zone for the touchdown. The 2 touchdowns Mahomes has had today is just not even fair. Even when you get pressure. That's the Bills in the first half last week.
Twirl in place, Jim. Oh, not there. Come on this way. Thanks, guys. Oh, hey, Trev. Good to see you again.
And after all
throwing through his head the whole time.
Yep. Like music.
It was.
The dance step.
6 cents.
And after all of those moves, you know someone's going to be open. Who better than Travis Kelsey?
Who better than Kenyon?
The same spot where he closed out the game Sunday night in overtime.
When I saw him pull up and just lob the ball, I said, yep, touchdown. Before you could even see Kelsey was open.
Kansas City comes out showing you they're on fire.
14-3, Kansas City.
Tell us when we spoke to him on Friday, he said, we've got to come out and play violently fast.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And they have quickly put up a couple of touchdowns.
I might get a break between games. This game might be over before the 4th quarter. We're not quite there yet, but still. Every touchdown with no toilet paper thrown through the uprights is not a touchdown. Do defenders just fall down on purpose when they get close to sacking Mahomes?
So how do we feel about the Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, Denver?
I feel pretty confident about it when I saw who the Broncos hired as their head coach. I said, ooh, they're thinking that they can make it happen.
Talk about a tough-ass division.
The Raiders hired Josh McDaniels today, so the Raiders are going to suck for the next couple of years. Derek Carr needs to get out of there. Guaranteed flop. Once again, the Raiders just can't make good decisions. Al Davis and his fucking Alzheimer's has already been passed down to Mark Davis. Just the dumbest fucking family in football that make all the wrong decisions. Yeah, hire Josh McDaniels. I'm sure it'll be great.
Two possessions, 2 touchdown drives for Kansas City. Beginning this drive with a 44-yard pass to Hartman. And then Kelsey with his 12th career postseason touchdown, tying John Stallworth for 3rd most in the playoffs. And they have now scored, going back to the Bills game, on 6 straight possessions. Bucker to kick it off.
Game's going a lot different than the first time they played.
Out to the 25. Thursday night before Super Bowl 56. The NFL's brightest stars will be recognized for the best plays and moments from the season. Tune in to NFL Honors Thursday, February 10th, 9 p.m. Eastern on ABC, ESPN Plus, and NFL Network. NFL Honors has turned out to be...
Roger Goodell went to Arrowhead and not SoFi Stadium.
The commissioners straightened the crowd up to see how that has grown. Then that's coming up February 10th. Bengals on a big jam early.
They get to Mixon. He's running for his life. And Burrow takes a shot as he throws it all down.
As Dana and others were on him.
There's a Dan to get the pressure. It's a screen, though, so you're allowing these defensive...
What a double-edged sword for the Chiefs. If you don't draft Jamar Chase, I doubt you get here. But you did draft him and you got here, but the trouble is you have no offensive line.
Throw the ball away, and this is a huge play, and this is about to get really loud in here. You're going against Spagnuolo, who's a great defensive coordinator, took down Brady in the 07 Super Bowl, 11, did better the second time, and you're going against this crowd and Mahomes. This is a tough one for him.
Second and 10.
Right with Mixon. Nice run. First down. Snuck one in on him there.
It's a gain of 12 by Mixon.
This is a great design. You put Chase in the backfield, make it uncomfortable for everyone. See right there, here comes Chase going right behind. Makes everyone a step slow, and Mixon gets the ball.
In the words of the offensive coordinator, Brian Callahan, Mixon helps the whole engine go. And he's a tough tackle. We've seen that all season. 1,200 yards rushing, also big in the passing game.
End around with Chase.
Chase.
Nowhere to go.
The football, he's got a 3-yard rush. He's got one catch for just 2 yards, and that one minimal carry, maybe 3. Unique shots from the game, brought to you by Paramount Plus.
Everyone wants to get your star player the ball, but when you have the game he had last time, 266 yards, 3 touchdowns, I mean, he was targeted 12 times and he caught 11 of them. They're not going to let him win or beat you. He's not going to be the reason you win this football game. That's why I like the game plan right now. But if you don't slow Kansas City down, you have to get these third downs. You can't have a turnover, and you got to finish with touchdowns.
At the 40, it's a 2nd and 7.
Bengals offense a little slower starting than the Chiefs today.
There's Mixon.
Mixon gets a yard, 3rd and 6.
But they collapsed on everybody, including Nick
And he
Bolton.
goes down hard.
Holds him to 1. Mike Dana also.
Nick Bolton, we talked about him last week. He's had a great start to his career. That was Dana right there. Pushes it outside, but really Bolton, with that punch, he's so strong for a linebacker. He's really helped this team, shore up the run game. He comes in there and he plugs the hole. Physical, this is going to get loud.
I wish I was having fun like Chiefs fans watching football. Wish I could watch my own team and have fun again. And Burrow throws it short and complete.
And this crowd helps stir that defense to get it.
Well, now you're about to go down 21-3.
Ingram comes flying in. Jones, you put them both on the same side, and really, Burrow has no choice but to check that ball down. But watch, this looks like
Just not having the time to let plays develop.
So that's a new.
And that time they were going to be waiting a while because the Chiefs had it pretty well covered.
I can throw out there that somebody else rolls back to that position, but he's going to be double teamed. That's why you got to go ahead and throw back shoulders to him if you're going to throw it.
Burrow's missed his last 5 throws. And now
High snap on the punt.
Huber jumps up to catch the snap. And the timing was off from the get-go.
Well,
And it was called by the punter on the other side. Tommy.
if the Chiefs go up 21-3, I guess I'll just wish that my internet had stayed off to save me the trouble of even starting this one. God, I'm thirsty, but I'm waiting till halftime. That's why I keep sucking on Twizzlers. I'm thirsty.
You're going to be real thirsty when the Bengals get this pick 6, though.
You're only 3 Sundays away from the Daytona 500. Wonder how much it'll rain this year at Daytona, since that's what it does every fucking year now. Who would win the NASCAR version of the 30 man over the top Royal Rumble match? Well, just looking at the pictures of all the there's no real tough guys in NASCAR. We got a couple of fake tough guys like Harvick. If Carl Edwards was still around, I'd say he'd win it. Everybody else in NASCAR is either like a skinny little bitch or a pretend tough guy like Kevin Harvick. I guess Kurt Busch is tough, but he's kind of skinny. So he just doesn't have the size. Stimulate your ass to work. Well, our boomer's always worried about what other people are doing. Still want to know what the fuck kind of name is Dewdrop. I did laugh during that match last night. The WrestleMania sign caught on fire, and they had to evacuate a section in the middle of that match and take the sign down and put the fire out. And it was noticeable on TV that the crowd could give less than a shit about that match because they were looking over there at the sign. What was the Undertaker coming out? Oh, no, it's Halo.
That's a video game. Why are you plugging it as a show or a movie or a series?
It's for all seasons, my friend. For all seasons.
Oh, there's a ton of people looking forward to that one. That's going to be
14-3. Perked up. The Chiefs have the ball again. They're fun. Edwards-Helaire for 3. Here's that Hill touchdown from last week.
469 yards after the catch. Most, right, in the NFL. But the adjustment here is he used to be the guy running those deep routes vertical. Once teams put all those safeties back, Andy Reid, Eric Bieniemy, they said, let's make him run stuff underneath and throw it to him shorter, and he'll just go get the yards as if he threw it to him deep. That's been a huge...
Yeah, I heard Biffle might be in the Daytona 500. Oh, Bengals were offsides. Free play. Take the shot. And, oh, I thought Harbin should have had that. But they're going to get 5 yards anyway.
Up to this point, no penalties.
Defense over 90. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, second out.
No negative plays in the game. No sacks, no turnovers.
It's been a clean game, but it's going to be tough right here. Patrick Mahomes using his voice to get you to jump off sides. That's going to happen at some point.
Second and 2. After the 5 yards. Edwards-Helaire got the first down.
Nice run.
He bounces up to about the 43. So Mahomes already with 2 touchdowns in the first half.
Who's that guy on the far left?
Which gives him now 11 in his 4th conference championship.
He doesn't live here
game,
anymore.
tied for 3rd most with Bart Starr, who had 6 championship games. Montana had 13 and 7. And of course, Brady 21 in 14 postseason games, championship games.
And he's getting better. I mean, he's going through the progression, they change plays. He's going to go ahead and get to the right play here. They love little play actions here, fake it to him.
There's Kelsey stopping and breaking a defender's ankles. He stopped, turned around, and Hilton just fell down.
The efficiency of this offense is a sight to see. It's why the Bills, they were unbelievable last week. They're going to watch just this motion, little fake stuff here. But Kelsey's going to come into the middle and then go back out and all that misdirection just to get Kelsey one-on-one.
Picks up 19. Kelsey already in the end zone, former University of Cincinnati star, who was recruited out of Cleveland Heights High School, who was a quarterback, went downstate, played for the Bearcats. Here it is.
Good God, they're running the ball. That's 16 yards there. Awuzie slow getting up for the Bengals.
Well, this is how simple the game has gotten. Running back's going to come in. No one runs with him, so it's a zone coverage. 2 safeties are high. Let's go ahead and just run the ball right up the middle because we have numbers. And you see the holes are huge, Jim. You have to play these guys. This is the only way the teams have had some success.
Got an injury timeout or something.
Uh-oh. You're going to have to get out of this at some point. Because it's obviously not working. At what point do you get rid of your plan? I mean, I know it's early soon, but it's getting close.
You go down 21-3, you've really got to just completely do something different on defense.
Might be in for a little letdown after last Sunday night. You don't have to worry about that any longer.
The safeties are high. Just keep watching. The more they stay here, the more they'll throw it underneath and just hand the ball off.
That's what they do. Running with 24 yards.
They're not tackling very well. It's taking an army to get Elber, and he's still not down. 5 yards. Can't tackle, can't cover, can't rush. They're not really doing anything right.
You know, a good start for the Bengals makes it more difficult for Kansas City to stay patient here, but they're going to keep doing this. What an excellent run. Look at that. Back and forth. I thought
Yep, Kansas City holds all the cards. It's their game. It's their world. We're just living in it.
Really coming on. Their second round pick this year. Him and their 6th rounder right guard. Smith. Got a future.
Second and 6. McKinnon's back into the game.
If Mahomes had this time in the Super Bowl last year, if only he had that much time in the Super Bowl last year, Tom Brady would have retired a year early.
31 coming up.
Mahomes going to scan the field. Drop 8 guys. Go right. No.
Even then, they covered well because Mahomes had to take the check down in honor of his former mentor, Alex Smith.
Always hard to get a beat on where he's looking.
At the 15.
3rd and 1.
Yeah, they gave it to him last time. He's 10 for 10 now on 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. But do they use it against you?
Play action. Kelsey's wide open. Missed tackle. Cuts upfield. Down to the 2. 1st and goal. It's over.
They use it against you. Last time they're going to hand it off to him. They're like, yeah, you're going to
It's probably about to be over.
Misdirection, play action, aggressive play calling. You're not going to be able to guard Kelsey. And that's a great job. But, you know, it's hard to get him the ball right on 3rd and 5 or 6 because you have him double team. But you're not
I feel good for the Chiefs because I think the Bengals really did get lucky against them 4 weeks ago. 5 minutes to go in the half. And Hardman, touchdown, Kansas City. You could see that coming a mile away. As soon as he came out of his break, I'm like, that's where the ball's going.
This was so ridiculous. His eyes and body and momentum. This is like one of those things you just don't see. But if you watch Mahomes, he's going to get back out here. Look at him inside. His body weight and momentum is open as if he's throwing across the middle. And he just flicks it all the way to the sideline. The corner 20 right there. The reason he's late is because Mahomes actually...
But Skip said the Bengals were going to shock the world and that Burrow was going to prove he's better than Mahomes, and everybody will acknowledge that now. So much for that. It's 21-3, and there's your toilet paper.
Your point about them being great coming in, they're still on fire, finishing off drives.
One of the greatest playoff runs I've ever seen by an offense. I know a team that almost had the greatest playoff run ever by an offense.
Who? Are they on a coffee mug?
They used to wear, they're on a coffee mug of mine, and they used to wear red jerseys. Played somewhere in Georgia.
That's the reason we hear about Tom Brady.
But man, just this roll the Chiefs offense is on. They dropped 42 on Pittsburgh, 42 on Buffalo. Hell, they dropped like most of those points in 2 minutes on Buffalo, and then in the overtime. And look at what they're doing here. This isn't much of a game. The Bengals, they're just taking too long to get rolling on their offense. They've moved the ball well, but they've barely been on the field. They haven't finished a drive yet. But getting to the point where you're just going to have to step up and do it quick. You can't have these slow, methodical drives now. You probably got one more shot at being like, okay, work our way downfield. If you don't get it done then, and then the Chiefs come back and score again, it's big play time. Jamar down there somewhere, you know. It's going to have to happen.
It's time to play the game.
Triple H's going to come back to work and see all his friends got fired while he was gone.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by WhatsApp. Always message privately. The Batman. Only in theaters. March 4th. Rated PG-13.
We couldn't get an R-rated Batman movie?
To catch the Pepsi Super Bowl halftime show. Well, Nixon, Burrow, and the Bengals so far in this game have managed 82 yards of offense as Mahomes has thrown for 3 touchdowns, has only 1 incompletion.
Oh, well, the one thing, too, is, like, I get it. You had to get off to, like, a safe start for Burrow, right? You got to get the nerves a little bit. But, you know, I really thought after the Week 14 loss to San Francisco, the Bengals switched. They started to throw the ball a ton on first and second down neutral situations.
Good kickoff return by Chris Evans.
Today they haven't done that. They tried to make it simpler, but I think they need to get back to throwing it.
Well, you know, Jim, I think the Bengals should start playing defense.
Steve Spagnuolo's adjusted. In Week 17 here, Chase.
That would probably be a good idea.
He was one-on-one a lot longer. So today, same thing, right? Nope. Now he's going to get out of
Oh, I'm out of fucking Twizzler. Oh.
way more aggressive, Ward, with your hands at the line.
Last Twizzler.
Unbelievable. At adjusting, coming back a second time. I referenced the 07 Patriots. Randy Moss had over 100 yards, 2 touchdowns in a regular season game. Really hurt him. The 07 Super Bowl.
Not time to panic yet, but we're pretty damn close. Oh, he gets hit as he throws, but he finds Chase, who breaks a tackle. Only gets about 5.
And break a tackle, picks up 6. Ward finally finishes them off.
That's them right there, Jim. They got to throw on these situations. You can't double him every single down, right? So you stack, release him. First down, they got to play the run a little bit. That's how you get them the ball. That's why they've had success. They've gone through Burrow and Chase. You got to do it on early downs. It's easier to double team them on third down.
2 catches for 8 yards. That's all. 2nd and 4.
Mixon to the left side. Nowhere to go. Third down.
In the game, and it's Snead who helped make it happen, and Hitchens, who was there at the end. Clark also part of that.
Clark 55 is going to disrupt this. You'll see him right there. He's going to push him to the backfield. And he makes the play because he makes Mixon have to bounce outside. Talk about ball rushing and the pass. He did it in the run game there, Clark.
3rd and 5. Jamar Chase to the top.
Jamar Chase one-on-one. He goes deep over the middle to Higgins, who hangs on first down.
Higgins. His first.
And I really like you, Higgins. Really tall. Could play any position. Great range. And
Offensive line did just enough there.
it's a cool view of him right here.
I spent more time watching the offensive line when I watched Bengals play.
He got that tall target. Higgins, who I thought was going to be the unsung hero if Cincinnati were to win this game, he's got to have the big game.
Had an 1,100-yard season. 74 catches. That was a big 8-yard completion.
You're not a kid, man. This was about to get away right there, punting that away.
Good play fake.
Burrow, again, with pressure on him.
Didn't fool Ward,
Just Ward.
but I thought it was a really good play fake.
That play.
Well, this is not supposed to be a blitz by Ward. He thinks it's a run, and he gives up a wide open area. And if Burrow actually would have looked out there, he kind of had it out in the flat.
Threw it at the feet of Sample.
Mahomes like, get me back on the field. I'm going to put him out.
Coming after Burrow here, Jim. You got a guy coming from the top. What are you going to do? They're going to make you think you're one-on-one. Up top.
They overload the left side. Doesn't really get there, but Burrow moves out of the pocket and finds Higgins, who's bobbling a lot of balls today, but hanging on to it that time.
This is a great job of changing the mic call, which means you get this picked up. That is where Burrow is really advanced, I really feel like, for a second-year player to get a will-free safety, which means they're overloading blitzing.
I said Skip's looking for his new Brady, and he says he found it. It's Joe Burrow. Nah, he hates Mahomes. Because Mahomes is a legitimate threat to Brady's legacy. 4 years in, he's in the championship game every fucking year, going to the Super Bowl for a third straight year. They can go to the 2-minute warning or run a play. They go to the 2. 1st and 10 at the Kansas City 39.
Really, Burrow versus the blitz, I wouldn't do that, Jim. Last 4 games, 20 for 25 and a touchdown.
You're watching the AFC Championship game on CBS, presented by Intuit TurboTax Live.
I slept good last night, but I still feel like I could go right back to bed. It's what happens when you watch WWE. I said the only reason I watched it is because WWE's moved their pay-per-views to Saturday. Because I'm like, if I was going to sit down the night before I have to go to work and watch something, it ain't going to be this. But I was like, since it's Saturday night and I ain't got nothing to do tomorrow, I'll give it a shot. Still a waste of fucking time. I got like a third of the way through that Men's Royal Rumble and said, can I just turn this shit off now? But Pop was watching it, so I didn't turn it off. Skip, congratulations, Chiefs. Hopefully this time Mahomes won't crumble under the pressure like he did last year against the GOAT. I notice he never mentions their offensive line. I watched a video. It was like Shannon Sharp dating advice on Undisputed. It was all the times he mentioned like girlfriends and ex-girlfriends on the show. And one of the clips is him saying, Skip, it's dark. Ain't nobody know what you do in the dark if you wink. Anybody know but you? Does anybody know what you do in the dark, Skip? And Skip goes, Ernestine. That's his wife. Anybody know what you do in the dark, Skip? Somebody said Skip's about to abandon Joe Burrow after 1 week of saying he was his new Brady. Somebody said, you mean crumble under the pressure like Brady does every time he plays the Rams or the Saints? Oh, man. Except when Jared Goff's the quarterback. And Ty Law's not there to run a pick six back for a touchdown.
That matters. And by
Hey, Muhammad's first appearance of the day in my chat. Thank you.
City of Kansas City has so many attractions, parks, and fountains, and this museum is something special.
Good looking drive for the Bengals again, but you got to get in the end zone. You look at the scoreboard right now. We got a whole half to go. You score a touchdown here, you're back in it. You've stopped the bleeding.
First down. Cincinnati trying to do something offensively before the half.
That run goes backwards.
Really gay. That's the second time that Mixon's been tackled behind the line on this drive. That's a loss of 2. Got the Verizon halftime report coming up with JB, Phil, Nate, Boomer, Coach Cowher, just across the way from us. Love all the
James Brown looks fucking cold.
Coach, Pat Curran off to the side of him. So great on Series Radio.
I love that his name is James Brown. Hey!
On the Verizon halftime report. The team's good to have them in position. They have a lot of takes themselves. On this first half of action at the AFC Championship, 2nd and 12.
Short throw to Piron. Makes a man miss. He's in the open field. 10-5, touchdown. Hey. Yeah, and the Chiefs are going to go right down the field and get more points here. But for now, Samaje Perine takes a screen pass to the end zone, 41 yards. As soon as he made the first guy miss, I'm like, there's a lot of grass out here, and Chase was blocking. Schedule that for in a couple of weeks at Daytona when I can say the same fucking thing, because he's bad about that. Chase is blocking. 7-play drive. Like I said, stop the bleeding at least. But the Chiefs have a minute. You saw what they can do in 13 seconds. They've got a full minute. 21-10.
I tell you, that offense, there's the man who called the play. Brian Callahan.
Great music choice. Now I want to watch Click with Adam Sandler and Christopher Walken. Oh, and Kate Beckinsale was in that movie. Have mercy. The only thing I take away from the Royal Rumble last night was, damn, there's a lot of moms in that Royal Rumble. And I think Fox posted a thing today. It was like the list of all the mothers at the Royal Rumble. Yeah. All right. It was like Ronda Rousey, both the Bellas, Becky Lynch, fucking Molly Holly, Lita. Well, I know Lita doesn't have kids, but they had like all the women listed. I'm like, damn, there's a lot of Maurice. Oh, Lord. She did a top rope hurricanrana last night. I was like, damn. People forget how good Maurice actually was. Maurice came from that era where women's wrestling was really shit, but she was one of the good ones. Like Maurice, Natalia, Beth Phoenix, Melina. Melina was there last night. They were always really good. They were just stuck in like the worst era of women's wrestling. I'll be right back. Had to get food just in time for halftime.
Suddenly raised up to two-story level.
Mahomes will score really quick here, probably.
Halftime. The Verizon halftime report.
Reminds me of Jurassic Park, spared no expense.
No. That's not the military right there. That's the halftime set.
Which is what the Bills should have done last week.
With a quick turnaround.
Because then the Chiefs would have never tied the game up. Most likely would have never tied the game up.
And what this guy has done in the last
Oh, tipped up. Nobody behind it to catch it, though.
drops that one. Mahomes in the
I
last
heard
2
all
minutes
damn week.
of
The
half
Bills
this
couldn't have done
postseason.
that. It wouldn't have run no time.
260
What'd they just do?
yards.
They fucking pooch kick it and make them get to 19 and burn a few seconds off the clock. That would have never happened last week.
Straight championship games if he wasn't.
That's a play.
So what he did last week, his ability to improvise, but
his knowledge and learning defenses even at a higher level. Right now, every team has a plan for this situation that's different than what they've done all year. So they're going to disguise it differently, and are they going to plan with bringing a guy down and risk it, or are they going to keep these two guys back?
Bates and Bell, who are back, 2nd and 10.
Look at the time. Wide open, Tyreek Hill across midfield.
Oh, I thought he was cutting back.
Out of bounds with 49 seconds left. See, that's the true thing. You had the right idea. Get all over Kelsey, but goddamn. Kelsey was just a blocker for most of that play.
And that's why no one understands. You can't go by him. Watch this pocket. Look at that time.
Hey, they never really got to him at all in the game. Week 17, no sacks. Nothing today as far as really any pressure.
I think you got to have movement, stunts. You got to take these D linemen and go up, have a guy come under to get the...
Still no fucking pressure. Hill again.
Got another pickup of 14 or 15. This is nothing like what it was like for Hill in the first game when he caught only 40
Yeah, and
yards
cost me a
with
fantasy
catches.
football championship, you fuckers.
Back in 30.
Bengals called a timeout.
Did they?
Yeah.
Sure they got that right.
That's weird.
No, it was the Chiefs.
That makes more sense.
41 seconds, 2 timeouts. 4th possession. Been no answers so far for slowing down. This Chiefs offense, a perfect half.
I'm so sick for the Buffalo Bills. They're just as good as they are. They do everything they do. They scored 7 straight touchdowns against New England. These fuckers are about to score 4 straight. It's like, damn. What else have we got to do?
Or you have to have a plan of something. But these guys up front, they need to go up and then come on you while he goes out. You can't just rush these guys one-on-one.
There's Kelsey. And a missed tackle and another missed tackle. Gets 9. Just no huddle here.
Bounce off a few hits and take it near the...
They're probably going to have to settle for a field goal with the time they have left. But
Great job on Kelsey and Hill in the first game. Not so much today.
2nd and 1, less than 1. This time it's
call timeout, 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 timeout.
And they throw him down with a quick timeout called by the Chiefs at 13 seconds.
13
We're back in 30 after this from Progressive Insurance.
Because it's the Chiefs, I'll probably live to be proven wrong on the... They'll probably have to settle for a field goal here. They'll probably still get a fucking touchdown.
Oh, yeah. They got 2 shots.
This week's going to be the slowest week ever at work. I'm going to be like, there's a race on Sunday. What are you thinking about? I'm going to get to watch cars go around in circles on Sunday. Oh, it's going to be a slow week.
Well, there's been a lot of talk all across the country in the last week what you could do in 13 seconds. Okay, here we are again.
Looking at Sasha Banks last night, I know what I could do in 13 seconds.
That's just it. There's so many little things there, right? Everyone's going to learn through that situation. It was just
The women's rumble wasn't bad.
That situation, so it's like sometimes until you go through it, you might realize.
From the 15.
Mahomes to the end zone over the head. And a pass interference flag that'll put the ball at the 1 yard line. Here's the deal. You stuff it and get stuffed. If you try to punch it in, you get stopped short. You're going to run out of time.
Watch his eyes.
The Chiefs are the one team where I'm like, fuck it, throw the ball from the... Everybody else, run it from the 1. The Chiefs, fuck it, throw it.
See his eyes? He's looking at Mahomes. If you're going to go ahead and look at Patrick Mahomes
Eli
and
fucking
guard
Apple.
Tyreek Hill, good luck.
Okay, talk me through 9 seconds, no timeouts.
Right here.
Ball at the 1.
Ball's at the 1. This is where you could actually get 3 plays off if you wanted. You don't run the football here. You got...
The Chiefs, you don't run, you throw.
You're going to throw the ball 100% on this play, and then you do it again. But you got to get it off quickly. You say no scramble drill.
Timeout, Bengals.
Second if you take it, and then go.
Got a timeout called by the Bengals.
No sacks. If you get anyone's around you, you throw it away right away.
I guess now's a good time to mention the Chiefs get the ball to start the second half as well.
Pretty quickly. An easy one here would be to throw a fade. The problem is that for the Bengals, it's like...
So you're going to be down 35 to 10.
For a touchdown. So you kind of have to give like a run front, right? But really, you should invite that. Say, go ahead, run the ball, take a chance. You know, that we're able to get you behind the line of scrimmage and then the half's over. Because you're not going to run the ball.
I mean, Mahomes already with 3 touchdown passes. He's tied the single postseason record for touchdown passes in a playoff season of 11. Tying Flacco, Montana, and Warner. Now he's
Flacco.
At 12 and beat the clock before the half.
Rolling to his left.
Is anyone there?
Throws it in the dirt.
Takes the incompletion.
Now they got to kick the field goal.
By the Bengals to pass off. We've seen that over and over again where they roll out, throw it right to the flat.
Run one more play. But it's got to come out quick.
Just passing that off. But the other smart play, Mahomes didn't continue.
5 seconds on the clock.
If it's not there right
If the
away,
play lasts 3 or 4 seconds, you're good.
You actually have. They're about to put the field goal unit, but Tracy Wilson.
She overheard Patrick say, "Give me one more, I can do it."
And they get rid of it. It's Hill. It's a foot race to the goal line, and he's short. Wow. The Bengals stop them, and they're out of time. The Chiefs got greedy. They were trying to go up. Yeah. What a stand by the Bengals. That was a bad play call. I don't mind running one more play. It was a bad play call. The Chiefs got greedy trying to go up 28 to 10.
He doesn't even have a timeout. Patrick's like, wait, oh no. Did not know that.
And they fail and run out of time, so it's only 21 to 10. Hey, D-Rad. Well, D-Rad, the Bengals were down 21 to 3. Getting their ass beat. And then they got a big touchdown on a screen pass. Then the Chiefs got the ball back with a minute left. They marched down to the 1 yard line here. They didn't have any timeouts, but they ran a couple plays, and they ran one too many. Time ran out. They don't even get a field goal. So the Chiefs are only up 21 to 10. I'll be right back. I think they're about to come back from commercial anyway, so I'll go ahead and unmute the shit. Actually, I lied. I'll wait. I want to go get a little more food. Bad throw, bad decision, bad everything on that last play there. They got greedy. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. Excuse me, I'm back. Yeah, that was the first misstep by the Chiefs today. They got a little greedy. They can kind of afford to because they get the ball to start the half. Still, against a team as explosive as the Bengals, you just got to take the points. But I liked being aggressive there. I just think the play call sucked. That was either going to be to someone in the end zone or out of the back of the end zone to stop the clock and get that field goal in.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report.
No doubt it's been pedal to the metal for Kansas City. All gas, no brakes.
Michael, thank you for the $2.
In the first half, the Chiefs leaded by the score of 21 to 10 as we welcome you back to Arrowhead
Feed network of the NFL. Rise. That's James Brown.
As we welcome Grammy-nominated singer-songwriter Walker Hayes.
Last week, he's got time filled and he's burning them.
The question is, the answer is time. That's what Patrick Mahomes.
I gotta mute this because whoever's mixing audio for CBS is doing a terrible fucking job. The halftime concert that they're not even trying to show is blasting over Phil Simms and the guys. So it's just a big fucking wall of noise. And these Pintos are bussing respectfully. Was it still shooting?
All right, so week 17, we know 3 touchdowns, 266 yards, just 2 catches.
Da, 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 da. Well, my dinner today was much better than yesterday. Okay. Said they're at halftime, so there's nothing going on. To conserve my Powerades, I'm going to drink a Diet Mountain Dew. I know I pretty much stopped drinking that stuff, but I want to have some Powerades for at least a couple of days of work this week. How much longer I'm going to last at that job, I never know. Dylan's friends with a guy who might be the boss soon, so maybe I should stick it out and see. Michael, as soon as they put odds up on the Clash, let me know. A good thing is they're going to have practice and qualifying on Saturday. Who the fuck is calling me? Don't know you. We will have practice and qualifying for the Clash and those heat races and shit, so we'll see. Oh, damn. I was so thirsty and drank this shit way too fast. My Lord. How do people listen to that? I think Dylan went to get himself something to eat. So I'm here by my lonesome for halftime. Oh man, this new season of Red versus Blue looks like it has quite the budget. Oh wait, that's just the Halo TV show. My bad. And Halo's been around for so long. All these big video game franchises. like GTA and Halo. It's been so long. Of course, by the time the next GTA comes out, it'll have been like 20 years since the last one, so. Player safety matters, huh? Well, we added an extra game. It's 21-10, Kansas City at halftime after the miscue to end the first half. Do the Bengals have hope? Somebody give me a TV job. I don't even need a script to say corny announcer shit. I can just come up with it on the fly. That's what happens when you spend your entire life in front of a television. D-Ray, you said you don't have cable. I thought everybody has CBS. Barry tweets, fucking stop him. Me as a defensive coordinator to my players if I was going up against Mahomes. Fucking stop him. Personally, I would just sack Patrick Mahomes, but I'm built different. Man, Skip's going to be so salty because the Super Bowl is going to be Mahomes and Stafford. So it's a public address system 1, CBS Sports 0. That was a horrible halftime show. Good stop for the Bengals, but probably won't matter, but good stop anyway. They're playing hard. They got odds up. See, I'm going to be stupid and wait till after qualifying and the practice and the heat races and all before I'm like, this is what I want. And the odds will change a lot after all that stuff.
By 140 yards, but the lead is the same margin it was in Cincinnati, but the Bengals came back in the second half.
21-10.
Tune in February 13th for the biggest moments of the year, the Pepsi.
Like Nance said, the Chiefs were up 21-10 at halftime the last time they played. We know how it ended. But I don't know if that'll happen again. Would be quite something if it did.
And Kendrick Lamar on the Pepsi halftime show in Los Angeles. Well, big story coming in, Tony, was about how would you protect Burrow after 9 sacks. He did not get sacked in this first half, but they were able to spring one play to give them life. But can Kansas City be stopped in the second half?
It's going to be hard to slow down Kansas City, but it doesn't mean that you can't come back, right? They're going to need to bounce the ball. They're going to need to steal a possession somewhere. But the biggest thing is just a little bit safe for me, right? I told you in week 14, I thought after that loss to the Niners, Cincinnati switched. They started to throw the ball on first down. They started to be aggressive in obvious run situations. They gave the ball to Burrow, basically, and said, all right, buddy, you're good. Chase, you're good. Higgins, let's go use these guys more often than not. And I think if they do that in the second half, they'll be able to actually go down and score.
A lot of this game has just been Joe Burrow sitting on the bench looking surly. They've shown that same camera angle of him so many times.
Touchdown passes to go with his 220 yards. It was a big stop before the half, though, Tom.
I mean, I really believe if the Bengals somehow win this game, that's the one that you have to live with all offseason. It's going to be like, well, it's just that can't happen in that situation. You know that, but it did, and now that gives really the Bengals life.
Time for the second half.
It's
Pringle on the return, tackled just across the 20.
Here, the 20 to the 21. Tracy, down to you.
Well, Jim, Andy Reid extremely frustrated with the way that half ended. Patrick Mahomes wanted that shot, and Andy Reid gave it to him. He said it was supposed to be a shot to the end zone. Didn't work out that way. Still, though, they're up by 11. That was the margin in Week 17. Cincinnati came back to win. The message on this sideline the whole game so far has been, remember, keep your foot on the gas. Jim?
And remember, they were one timeout short because they lost the timeout in the confusion of trying to challenge on the opening drive of the game for the Chiefs. They won the challenge, but they
Shake it off, Chiefs. Settle down.
They put the challenge flag on the
Bury him again.
That's probably where Mahomes wanted to call that timeout, forgetting that situation.
There's McKinnon. Picks up 5 or 6. And Evan, what did you learn at halftime?
Well, Jim, as you can imagine,
Well, we learned that whoever mixes the sound at CBS Sports did a terrible job. The halftime concert was blasting and you couldn't hear what the hell they were saying.
that's huge. They feel like they're a second half team and they're going to get a rally going here. I asked him offensively what he thought. He said
It was so bad I muted the TV.
and they're going to continue to lean on the run game. They feel like that's their most efficient offense right now, guys.
They had 51 rushing yards in that
Short
first
throw to
half.
Pringle, first down.
Slicing through the secondary for a gain of 7.
I really agree, right? But I think you need to run the ball different, not in the obvious runner situations, because I think that's your best opportunity to get the ball to your big play threats. And the more it gets into a second and third and then longer situations, the more they're going to double team those guys. But the key's right here, Jim. This D-line's got to get pressure on Mahomes. They're not going to blitz him a bunch, and that's going to be nothing else matters if they can't stop him.
Well, Hubbard and Hendrickson. Over 20
Right
seconds.
with McKinnon again.
There's McKinnon. First down.
Really using the running backs well.
I mean, this team did ramp it up this year as far as production in a lot of areas defensively, including getting to the quarterback. And big part of it was the man who's driving off the field right now.
I'm really glad Hendrickson's not with the Saints anymore, is all I can say.
Calling the plays, done an excellent job adjusting this year. But right now, this is a whole nother monster they're going against. They're going to need to find a way to actually get to Mahomes, and I think they need movement. They need this guy to slant. Someone else come around. One-on-one like that, Jim, you're not getting that.
Oh, tipped up.
Hands of Hill. And Hilton was there to help defend.
Hilton from behind knocked the ball out of Hill's
You know
hands.
what I mean, though? Like those guys are just going right into their guys.
Uzama's got his leg wrapped up,
Usama's gonna
using
be
crutches to come back to the
on crutches.
sideline. That's a man who's going to try to play in the Super Bowl if they win. That's why he's coming back out here to watch.
The other guys are sprinting full speed.
When he was sprinting, he'd already be about to the benches or the sideline.
Good job by Hilton there, disrupting that. That's what I really think you need. The ball to bounce
3rd and
away
7.
twice.
3rd and 7.
And the ball rolls on the ground off the snap, and Mahomes finds Kelsey, who drops it.
And that's Flowers, who came up big in the first matchup, defending on Kelsey. That
The
play.
ball rolled on the ground into Mahomes' hands, and he still had Kelsey open.
They had been perfect 4 for 4 on 3rd down before
The
this.
fuck was that snap?
We talked about the ball needing to bounce your way through the Bengals, and right there, that's one of
Off
them.
the hands of
That play
Kelsey.
Probably could have been caught. This one just on the out.
Back-to-back stops. Go Bengals.
Ooh, Bengals actually.
21-10. Bengals got momentum.
Tommy Thompson.
The tide is shifting slowly. Yeah, it was 21-10 Chiefs at halftime in the first game. They mentioned that about 40 times during the break.
Now Burrow and the Bengals, what can they do to start this?
Cool. Man, Diet Mountain Dew really is good. I don't drink it really anymore, but that's good.
You know what's good?
What?
The ribs at the Outback in Darlington.
Oh, God. I want to go to... Well, we're going to Bristol and Martinsville. And that's back-to-back weeks. Like I said, just for Bristol, we just go to the Cup race. But we do Xfinity and Cup in Martinsville because Junior's racing. And Bristol, we can make that like I said, that's just a day trip. That's a drive there and back. It's not really bad at all. Martinsville's slightly further away. We are in the epicenter. So I've said it over and over. Bristol there, Martinsville's right there, Charlotte's right here, Darlington's right there. Atlanta's not even that far. Atlanta's a straight shot. It's like 3.5, 4 hours, but it's a straight shot. Everybody's making fun of CBS. Let's break down the highlights of the first half. And the fucking music started blasting over them. What movie have you watched more than 7 times? Well, I've seen Spider-Man No Way Home 3 times, but it'll probably get to a bit above 7. What's a movie you've seen more than 7 times? I'm trying to think. Probably like all the Kevin Smith movies I've watched at least 7 times each.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore. That's probably on mine. I've seen that movie a bunch. And now I'm going to watch it at work tomorrow. Thank you for the inspiration. Because it's on HBO Max. I'm going to download it. All the Kevin Smith movies. All of them except for like Jersey Girl and Cop Out. Play action from Burrow. Deep shot. Wide open. Higgins across midfield. Still going. We got a game. We got a game. We have a game, ladies and gentlemen. It's not over. Forgive me, I'm pessimistic. That's what was happening at the end of the first half. Let old Joey B back in it. Jamar Chase has had a quiet day today, but he's going to break one off here soon. It's just bound to happen. Go with Mixon. Not much. You've seen Rocky more than 7 times.
On first down, they're playing to run. You have your matchups. It gets hard as it gets later. I know it's hard because you want to keep things calm and just easy, but your season's on the line. You're going down with your quarterback and these receivers and those guys outside, aren't you, Jim?
Higgins, as you said, has to come up.
Trying to make the green from here shooter? That's not possible. Well, I disagree. Happy Gilmore accomplished that feat no more than an hour ago. Well, good for Happy Gilmore. Oh, my God. Play clock rundown. Delay of game. Did they get the timeout, though? I don't think they did. Delay of game. Arrowhead's loud.
Least penalized team in the NFL during the season. which Coach Taylor said speaks to how smart he feels his players are and the discipline that they have shown all season long. Third penalty in the game since he beat Kansas City.
Well, that's the mark of a real coach. Kick your players. Verbally abuse the staff. Call them losers even though you're the one that hired them. You know, that's real coaching shit. Wow, that was a nice throw in a tight window. It just got knocked out. The fucking place that Burrow put this ball.
Well, you'll see the ball.
Ah!
That's the second time Gay's got a hand on the pass.
Yeah, that's really good defense. Now they're at a 3rd and 14.
Just in case you didn't know.
Here comes the Chase touchdown. He's going to catch a fucking slant and just turn up field and take off.
Here they come. Crowd's getting up there. They're going to put people down in there and double team Chase.
They're double teaming Chase. And he's going to him. And no, it's Higgins on the other side. It's incomplete. I lost where Chase was. It was Higgins. But that kind of stops the Bengals' momentum. They kind of had it going there from the end of the half and into the third quarter.
Right here, right? This is the guy who's going to be open. You got the safeties high. I know you want to take these shots, but you have time. But if you
A little more patience there we needed from Burrow because the protection was good, but he had made up his mind that he was taking a shot. Maybe you throw it short, get close, and go for it on 4th down, but he wanted to take the deep shot.
Guess what? Higgins, one-on-one, these other guys.
Harris snaps it back to Huber. Harris and Huber, the only 2 Bengals players who were born the last time Cincinnati was in an AFC championship game.
He kind of
Borderline, but no flag.
I thought it was a flag if you do, just.
Mike Thomas was the one who ran into him.
It was a little
Very good acting
excessive.
job. A little embellishment there. I may have done that when my wife asked me if I did the dishes, but
The hands up in the air.
Guys, remember the time that the Cowboys are playing the Vikings and they've got to come in and they're spotting the ball and the ref is standing over the ball to make sure nobody can get to it. You can see Tony Romo on TV go.
Oh, yeah.
He kicks the ball with his foot, like shoves it forward. Oops. Oh, I think we mentioned this last week. We didn't mention it on stream. But you remember how the Cowboys lost because they tried to spot the ball themselves and the ref has to come in and touch it.
Yeah.
Well, the refs let the Rams spot the ball without
Yeah.
ever touching it. That just makes it even funnier. Oh, man.
I just like watching when people record Cowboy fan reactions. To
Yeah.
that. I love watching.
I watched a good one this morning. It popped up on my Facebook of these guys that were like watching the game. What the fuck? That's bullshit. That, by the rule there with McCole Hardman, should have been a penalty. But I'm glad they didn't call it. Because it's kind of weak.
Well, they also didn't call the Tyreek Hill taunting penalty last week. They didn't fine him for it, though.
I think the NFL's decided that, yeah, that taunting shit, we're a little out of hand with that.
I'm glad they didn't call it. But now they have to stay consistent with it. Otherwise, it's always going to be, well, why didn't you call it? Why didn't you call it?
Yeah. This game, they're letting both teams get away with shit.
Yeah.
So you can't really complain. This looks like the greatest commercial ever. I'm sad I've got it muted. I saw Beavis and Butthead. I saw the dude from SpongeBob. I saw Cartman. Man, that's another streaming service I got to get from somebody. I'm going to run out of shit to watch eventually if I stay at fucking my current job.
Ready, Edberg.
Watch
Into it.
every
TurboTax
Adam
Live.
Sandler movie.
You do
in
your
order.
thing.
I was sitting there thinking about when I run out of real shit to watch, I'm going to be like, fuck it, I'm going to watch a Marvel movie every day and just go through all of them again. Start with Iron Man and go all the way to the end. 1 or 2 a day.
Gottlieb Planetarium here in Kansas City.
Every time I hear planetarium, I think of that guy on South Park that couldn't say the T sound, so he'd say planetarium.
Over Arrowhead.
Who's winning? You asked me who's winning. Look at the fucking screen. I mean, I have that scoreboard on the screen for a reason. You can see who's winning.
Bengals are winning. 35-7.
Mahomes almost got him to jump off sides again. Lob on the screen to Hilaire. Yeah.
The 10. Tony, take us to the next gen stats powered by AWS.
Well, we talked about the patience earlier. Teams playing these two high safeties. Throwing versus these safeties over and over again. The difference in this game, Jim, is you see how soft.
Here we go, Jim.
Two high safeties, but they're not getting their hands on these Chiefs receivers at the line of scrimmage, so they're able to catch these little things. Mahomes checking it down, doing a great job in this game. Andy Reid calling a great game. Whereas the other side, Burrow, they're getting their hands on him, so it's almost like he's got to push it down the field, but not outside.
Anytime it was late in a close game in the playoffs when he was coaching the Eagles, Hardman on the end around and gets popped out of bounds. That probably should have been a flag. That should have been a flag. I'm really surprised that didn't get a flag.
Throw that in there once or twice a game to keep people.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Picks up 10 yards.
Letting them play, Jim.
Decision right there that he gets away with.
That's how people get pissed off and start playing like that.
Let's see. Not on the field for this snap. First down run. Edwards-Helaire. A teammate at LSU.
5 yards.
So, Sean Payton, understandingly walking away from the almost negative $80 million
catches. 55
Quarterback hell, negative $80 million over the cap.
Does he go anywhere else in the NFL?
I think he's going to take at least 1 or 2 years away. He's got 3 years left on his deal with the Saints.
That's not going to get it done. Obviously, they're double team, but that's why I said
He'll either wait till his Saints deal runs out and go anywhere he wants, or if the right team wants to make some crazy trade with the Saints, he'll go there. But I think he takes at least 1 year off. Mahomes running, and somehow that wasn't completed.
There was a Chiefs lineman laying on top of it.
good job by the secondary of plastering and running as Mahomes moved out of the pocket.
Yeah, I mean, it's 21-10, and we're still early in the third quarter. The Chiefs are on a third down right now. The Bengals actually got some momentum going at the end of the half and into the third quarter.
in this game for either side.
They were down 21-3. Now they're only down 21-10.
Minimize the big play potential, but these are
That's shocking.
make the difference.
And they're 4 out of 5. Darrell Williams in the game. Running back. He's been out with a toe injury recent weeks.
That protection. Another good stop by the Bengals. That's 3 straight.
Pringle in the back, and the ball hits the ground, and the Chiefs punt for the second time in this quarter after none in the first half.
2 straight punts. They had 3 touchdowns to start the first half and 2 punts to start this half.
Kind of run with Pringle. The ball just a little outside. You know, that's like one of those where you almost want to take a little off, but he had to be safe with it. And if that score was 21-10 the other way, Mahomes hits him right in stride, but when you got the lead by 11, you're a little safe with it.
Here's Townsend.
The home did field
First
position.
punch out for 57 yards. This is broad shoulder.
Anytime a guy has to catch it in traffic, even if he calls a fair catch, I get scared that he's going to drop it.
41-yard punt. You're watching the AFC Championship game on.
At least this game got interesting. I was worried in the first half that I was going to be bored. Did you guys see Mickie James last night? Came out with the Impact Women's Championship and her Impact Wrestling entrance theme. I was hoping that like John Moxley would show up during the Roman Reigns Seth Rollins match, but I'm not surprised that didn't happen. But I was like, man, that would be cool. The Clash at the Coliseum in 1 week, actual size. Wow. You look at the straightaways on that thing, you're like, yeah, it looks like a good little racetrack, but them fucking corners at the LA Coliseum on that racetrack is so tight. See, like, from that angle, you can't see how good the straightaways actually look, but you can see them fucking corners.
Is it as flat as it looks?
Yeah, it's completely flat.
It's going to be interesting, man. You think it'll be like Martinsville, kind of?
Kinda. That's the closest comparison you can get. I never thought I'd see a track smaller than Martinsville.
Facts are facts, though. I guess it was just a better player.
That's fucking funny. Quarterback bias. I guess McVay was a quarterback, wasn't he?
Who does Matt Stafford?
Cincinnati taking over at its own 35. Zach Taylor.
Probably McVay for getting him the fuck out of Detroit.
His first 2 years. Gonna be many
Bengals made another stop. They've got the ball back.
wins when you factor in the extended season. Jamar Chase. What a season has been for him. But today, quiet.
Still haven't gotten Chase involved. Mixon for 5. Ooh, God, and he hit somebody on the sideline.
A former Packers head coach, Mike Sherman, and he had a wonderful career in the Big 12 in Nebraska. In fact, was the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year his senior year. And his season, his career ended right here in Arrowhead Stadium, losing in the Big 12 championship game.
It's a pretty good one right there you came up with. I like that. A lot of interesting info there. The one thing that's really unique, how patient was Mike Brown with Zach Taylor after those first 2 years?
Not everybody. You're right.
And Coach Taylor really appreciates that. He knows not everyone gets that opportunity. I think he's really...
High pass, but caught. Gain of 4. Sample. Because that's just what he is. He's just a sample tight end because Uzama's hurt. Come on, Bengals, you have a chance to get in the game. Like,
on the sideline, having a little chat.
They were a little upset earlier. Hardman went over to the coaches. Tracy just told us there's a great nugget there that he wants the ball in a certain situation. He goes
Tyreek Hill's about to take his clothes off and do jumping jacks. A quarterback sneak by Burrow gets the first down. Burrow burrows his way to a first. I said it before they could say it.
Well, you guys just showed McCole Hardman and Tyreek Hill getting into it a little bit there, and that's because Hardman felt as though he's been open. He said, I have the angle, I have the angle.
So Hardman's having his TO moment. I'm open. Flip to Mixon to the left side. The Chiefs have been really good about not letting these runs beat them to the outside. And the refs won't throw a flag for nothing. Oh, there everyone is. I was about to say, I'd be stunned if a flag didn't come out of this mess.
Stringing out some of these plays, and then really the rest of the guys come flying in. This is another run on first down.
Oh, there's no foul. A little bit of a flop, but he did get shoved.
I like that.
And these refs will not throw a flag. Refs are like, the following contest, why didn't Howard Finkel come out and announce? Oh, he's dead. But, I mean, if he was alive, he'd come out and say, the following contest, there will be no disqualifications. That championship game with the Packers and Bucks last year is one of the most bogus fourth quarters I've ever seen from an officiating standpoint. Burrow gonna get, nope, he escapes it, Eli style.
Yeah.
Chase.
Eli Manning, let's go.
We said it at the exact same time.
That was the closest thing I've seen to that.
Watch Burrow. He drops. Pressure. Shakes off Chris Jones.
He should have been sacked there, but his special instinctful ability.
And Chase runs a great route. And then has to run another route on top of that to stay alive. Crowd's booing for some reason. They probably wanted a hold. Here we go, Jim. Mixing up the middle for nothing. Chris Jones squishes him.
Those are passing downs, and they know you're not going to, especially trailing.
They're trailing, but not like they should be. They can still run the ball.
Guys up front, like Chris Jones, get to rush and they get in the backfield quickly. As you see, the offensive line coach.
That offensive line coach probably has no hair left because he's pulled it all out coaching these bums.
Good offensive line coach there.
So P-line is in the backfield on a 2nd and 10.
Pass interference, dude. Yeah, they throw a flag on that. That was obvious. Watch them pick it up again and say no flag because that was pass interference.
Early contact with Chase.
Oh, they're starting to get heated out there. Everybody's starting to get pissy. That's pass interference. I stand by that.
The first flag on the Chiefs in this game.
This is a perfect call. It's a penalty. Watch. This is the first I've seen this. He's going to come down. And that's
It was a great defensive play call. Just you can't jump on the receiver's back.
And Burrow's been dying to see that. That was a penalty for sure, but you kind of have to. If you're going to leave him out there one-on-one, you're risking it.
Just keep. It's been double teaming him's worked for him all day, so I'm not going to let Jamar Chase ever get one-on-one in this game. He's not going to get a single snap one-on-one. Wow, what a catch on the screen by Mixon. 1st and goal, and Tyrann Mathieu trying to start a fight.
It's a great throw. Burrow taking a shot at the end. Watch Burrow here. He's going to have to loft this ball.
You throw a screen, you know you're probably going to get hit. Yeah, for a screen,
Ingram gives him a shove.
Nice little catch with one hand exit.
one-handed catch by Mixon. This whole stadium's getting a little salty. Both teams and everybody in the stands.
Very similar play earlier.
1st and goal, Bengals.
Scored that touchdown. I like that. Use these safeties deep. Get the
It's
ball
been a good third quarter for the Bengals. They just got to get in the end zone. Melvin Ingram sacks Joe Burrow. Hold on the Bengals, so they'll decline it.
This is
Hey, they got a sack. Let's call a hold. Let's throw a hold.
this had no chance. Ingram just walks right
Just so the
past.
NFL knows we're still paying attention.
Little armbar there.
Hold 1, arm bar.
I got a buddy
No, that was hold 2.
defense like that in basketball.
No, wait, that was hold 1
Waiting here, it's a wall.
on Chris Jericho's list of 1,000 holds. You just made the list.
From the end zone.
I thought he might show up last night.
Lined up wide at the top.
2nd and goal from the 15. If I'm the... Ooh, I was just about to say, you bring fucking pressure now. Melvin Ingram got the sack before and batted that ball down.
Just a minute ago,
You can still take a field goal, make it a one-score game. Don't do anything stupid here on this 3rd down.
Pressure, he sees it, gets to the screen to the wide receiver, but you can see the difference when Ingram came on. It's really helped this team, and here we go.
Oh, man. Melvin Ingram and TJ Watt on the same team would have been, oh, shit. Goal, it's a screen to Piron. They scored on this earlier, but this ain't going anywhere. 4th down. Take the field goal to make it a one-score game again.
And if McPherson's able to deliver,
It'll be 21-13.
This was all set up by Reed. It's going to be a flooded screen to the running back here. But I think, oh no.
It was a busted play. We're going to show you that play after because someone went the wrong way. I think it was the running back.
Pearson with his first field goal became the best rookie ever in the postseason as far as field goals made. We passed Gostkowski's 8 as a rookie. He's got 9. Looking for a 10th from 31 yards.
It's good. 21-13. I'll be right back.
In the postseason.
Uh-oh. Fight. Broke it up.
I'm back. The silence was so loud, I'm sure.
And a touchdown. That third down play, even though it was third.
The crowd is anxious right now. I'll call this crowd anxious.
Yeah, I saw. I was like, well, we can't throw a screen, away from the line unless you actually do it. And then I was like, he went the wrong way. P-Ryan went the wrong way. And this is an easy touchdown since then. This left side. But watch, P-Ryan, come back under. You got to go right. He goes left. And because of that, you have no chance.
So on the last play, you look back at it, if Piron runs the correct direction, the Bengals walk in with another screen pass for a touchdown. But instead, Piron goes the wrong way and gets tackled by 8 guys, and they kick a field goal.
3 touchdowns, the first 3 possessions have not scored the last 3 drives. That's McKinnon for a gain of 7.
Pretty similar to the last time they played, right?
Very much so.
That last play, you saw Burrow got upset with Piron going out the field. He's like, you got to go over here, right? And that's the kind of stuff how you lose games, though. It's like the details, the little things.
McKinnon ran for 7 on first down.
Right now, both teams has one real mental mistake. The end of the half for the Chiefs, that play right there for the Bengals.
2nd and 3.
No pressure. Oh, whoa, it's intercepted. What?
I was just about to say, I can't believe there's been no turnover.
I was about to say, no damn pressure on Mahomes, and the ball gets batted up and picked by a defensive tackle.
He can hand off. He chooses to throw it, but
This is what happened in the first game with these two teams.
Feels it, so then he gets rushed a little bit. They decide to pressure, and Hill
Man. Big man with ball.
is now easily the biggest play of the game.
He'll see more.
Piron broke the NCAA rushing record. He did.
He was injured in the first playoff game against the
Good
Raiders.
call, D-Rad.
And he steps up and makes
Mahomes threw the pick, but makes the tackle.
take over at the 27.
You know how rare that is? That's only the second.
Now that really sucks. They had to kick that field goal. But they've got the ball back in scoring range, down by 8.
26 touchdowns, and that's his second.
Oh, Bengals.
But now another field goal is not out of the question.
Yeah. Oh, Bengals, you're in it.
Get it to Hill, but it's Tyreek.
It's yours for the taking. You get the touchdown. Do you go for the 2 early to just tie it up at 21? Mixon got 5.
Claus gave him enough time to explode up ahead for a 5 or 6 yard gain.
And that was actually really well timed, right? We wanted to throw it on first down over and over, but after you do it 3, 4, 5 times, things will open up for you. Now get back to play action again. We're throwing it, and there's your stat.
That's the first effort. You were talking about overall in the postseason at home. That's just his first interception thrown in a championship game to go with 12 touchdown passes.
They need to steal possession. We said it at halftime coming out. You're not going to win this game without stealing.
Defense made a few stops and got a turnover. Come on, Bengals offense. Finish it.
Second and 5.
Finish the drive. Chase wide open down to the 5. First and goal.
And the Bengals are at the door.
Come on, Bengals.
Gain of 17.
We all want to see you win it.
We talked to Boomer.
I like the Chiefs, but everybody wants to see the Bengals win.
Come across and you're going to snap it on the fly. Well, flooding that zone with the motion makes it so that you can't double team as easily. They found out how to get him one-on-one. This is going to be very different.
They've had 6 snaps in the red zone. This will be their second. Haven't had a touchdown in the red zone so far today.
First and goal at the 5.
It's Mixon. Toward the cutout.
Mixon to the 2. Just about the 2.
They split the difference. We're inside of a minute of the third quarter.
He's gonna try to sneak it.
Patrick Mahomes, his Chiefs with a huge lead early.
If they got to the 1, I'd say, yeah.
Cincinnati had week 17. We didn't relax, but we had a big lead, and we were really rolling at that time with a win streak, and we thought we were going to win. Next thing you knew, the Bengals beat them.
Well, some self-inflicted wounds that happened in that game. It's kind of looking the same way right now.
Second and goal.
Play action. Nobody home. Third and goal.
Fitton on the coverage. Nothing there.
Come on. Go for it on 4th down if you don't get it. You're this fucking close. Ask Buffalo. Kicking field goals get you beat. They went for it on 4th every fucking time last week. I'd be good with going for it on 4th in this scenario. You got to get everything you can out of this. You got to get a touchdown out of this. Then figure out if you're going to go for 2.
You can use your running back, the guys inside, but you got to get it out.
Fade. Chase. Touchdown.
He comes down with it. Outrageous. What a catch. Chase, one-on-one.
1-on-1. I told you, don't give him 1-on-1.
I can't believe this just happened. This almost makes me feel like it was a mistake for the Chiefs. Chase is one-on-one. Where do you think the ball
Bodies him up, then just jumps up and takes the ball out of the air.
But if you look, the safety goes the other way. I almost feel like they went the wrong way.
Sorensen's fucking useless. Like Romo said, the safety went the wrong way. And the Bengals are going to go for 2 here to tie it at 21.
2 yards away from a tie, coming back from 18 down on the road. P. Ryan is the back.
Yeah, it was
Everything's in play.
21-3.
Motion over. Use misdirection.
They got it. It's good. We're tied at 21 going to the 4th quarter.
11 points in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. And Cincinnati storms back from an 18-point hole.
This is a great design drive.
Oh, man. What a run the Bengals are on right now.
Motion comes over, and he gets wide open. Taylor the
14 seconds left in the 3rd. They tied it at 21.
Now look out, Tavern going crazy. We're back at 60.
I figured the Bengals out. Though. So you know how you got teams like Steelers who will play down to opponents.
Yeah.
The Bengals play mirror to their opponents.
Yeah. They literally just, because remember when they played the Chargers, they played the sloppiest game they've played all year, and the Chargers are the sloppiest fucking team. So
Titans last week.
Yeah.
Literally down.
They matched the Titans, played their style of game. Because you think the Bengals are going to score a lot of points. No, they scored 19 and, like, grinded it out. Defense helped win the game last week. Ryan Tannehill helped.
I just feel like, dude, if the Bengals win, I really, really hope the Rams win even more.
I feel like 49ers Bengals would be more fun.
Because the Rams are going to destroy Joe Burrow.
Yeah, it would be pretty scary.
Their line's bad, even double teaming Aaron Donald.
Yeah. I gotta say, Bengals O-line's not doing a horrible job today.
No. The second half has been
I'd be called Joe Cool. That's for sure, but he is.
18-point deficit there, Todd.
Second year at LSU, won a national championship. Figured it out. Actually, figured it out.
Roma already called it earlier, so that whole cluster at the end of the first half with Kansas City, they'll regret that. If they end up losing this game, that'll be the one they look back and go, damn.
And the Chiefs in this second half, they haven't done anything offensively.
15 minutes ago.
First of Hill's 67-game career.
Wrong.
The ball needed to bounce the Bengals way it has, and then the last one with the tip, they pressured on that, which was a tiny
He's always
pressure.
wrong, man.
But
Pretty much.
this is who they are. You know, we talked about it earlier. They're a second-half team. Coach said,
Shit. What did I just say? I said Sorensen is fucking awful. Then Shannon Sharp immediately said the same thing.
The Chiefs 11-0 in this
Play action. It's a screen, and it's dropped.
Cannon wouldn't have gone for it, and probably would have been a loss.
So this feels eerily similar to what Cincinnati did to open the game. It's a little protective, comparative. So it's like what happens, from the
Chiefs fans are just nonstop bitching about the officiating.
When they start coming back a little bit, right? You still have the lead. You still protect. Like the throw, you make
He attack, he protect. But now you're in a tie game, so you just got to straight go after it again.
They get stopped.
Honestly, a tie game simplifies things for the Chiefs because they just know that they got to get back to doing what they do, which is throwing to a wide open Kelsey and guys not being able to bring him down.
Quarter with the Bengals, as you pointed out, Tony, did what they've been doing all season long.
21-21 to start the fourth quarter. Who's going to the Super Bowl? Who's going to the fucking Super Bowl?
I must say, this is definitely on par with last week.
Oh, yeah, this game turned in a hurry. At the end of the first half made me jump out of my chair, and I'm like, okay, we got something here. My social media is just nothing but Chiefs fans complaining about the referees. It's like, stop. Please stop. I didn't think the Bengals had any chance at winning this game. I admit I'm a doubter.
Over the last 20 years, the Green Bay Packers have the most home playoff losses. They're 7-7.
Fourth quarter, 21-21. Chiefs are on a third down.
18. The Colts were down 21-3 to New England.
Here we go, Jim.
Came back and won. I would say before last Sunday night was the best.
21-21.
This one secondly,
3rd and 3. I said this crowd a little while ago. I said they're getting anxious. You could hear them murmuring. Three-man rush. They don't have a fucking prayer at start. Oh, whoa. Mahomes avoids the sack. Again, he's going to find somebody wide ass open. If they don't get him down, they bring him down. Wow. They sacked Mahomes, and it took about 10 seconds to do it. Every time he stopped to turn around, I said, somebody's about to get wide open. If he could have had one more move, somebody probably would have got wide open. A three-man rush. That was a coverage sack every way. Coverage sack for the win. And the Chiefs can't get anything going in this half.
I don't know. I just didn't feel like it was fully going to get back to this right here. You know, it's like, I just know Kansas City. We've seen it so many times. We're here right now. The Bengals have a chance to take the lead in the fourth.
I hear a Who Dey chant. And a good punt return. Yeah, D-Rod, I can't figure out why when you play Red Dead Online with us, you get kicked every 5 minutes, but when we play Friday, you play the entire time and we never have a problem. You might get kicked like once every couple of hours in Friday, but every few minutes in Red Dead, it's kicking you out. I don't know what the fuck the deal is. You should like Google or research that somehow. Oh my God, there's Clark Hunt's hot-ass daughter. I would risk it all. You realize how much money there is in owning an NFL franchise? I think the Chiefs might have jumped, but they didn't flag them. And it's intercepted. Snead with the interception. Hold that meltdown, Michael. They had Chase one-on-one. He had to take the chance. And Snead held him. Snead pulled the back of the jersey, but then was able to get in front and make the pick. So I don't want to hear any more bitching about officiating. Chiefs fans. 21-21, the Chiefs get it right back. It wasn't much of a hole, but you can't pull the back of the jersey. Like, it was obvious he pulled the back of the jersey.
See if they can do anything on offense now.
One of my favorite Twitter accounts is called NASCAR Perfectly Cut Screams. And it's just clips of when like a wreck or something's happening. And right when the announcers go, oh, the video cuts off. Hold on, I gotta play one of these. Look. My all-time favorite Perfectly Cut Scream in NASCAR. It was in a Busch Series race at Talladega in the early 2000s. And Darrell Waltrip's describing what it's like when a wreck happens, right? But there's no wreck happening yet. But Darrell's talking about it, and he says, you come around that corner, you say, rut row, and right when he says rut row, they cut, and you see Ron Hornaday flipping upside down. I think it was Hornaday. So, rut row. Say rut-row.
Well, all the momentum was with Cincinnati, and then L'Jarius Sneed
Refs are letting them play.
makes the interception of the Burrow pass.
Mahomes had to go over there and sit down. He's feeling great. We'll get right back up.
Edwards-Helaire for 4.
He was shut down by Vaughn Bell, former Saint, who helped recruit Hendrickson to Cincinnati.
Every time they say Von Bell's name on television, Juju Smith-Schuster flinches.
Bell's done a really good job. Fourth in tackles among DBs the past 2 seasons.
How about this in the second half, Tony? The Chiefs right now have 41 yards of offense.
The Chiefs only have 41 yards in this half, but they're across midfield after the Burrow interception.
It's unbelievable, the tale of 2 halves.
I haven't checked Skip's Twitter in a while. I'm sure that'll be fun. Mahomes overthrows Edwards-Helaire on a screen. It's 3rd down again.
And now you got a 3rd and 6.
I really feel like this is a rarity. I don't see Patrick Mahomes kind of rush stuff, you know, and feel like it's like people around him. Look at that, 3 for 10.
17 yards.
It's it can't be nervous, but it's almost like he's a little protected.
Jeff, where have you been?
Yards in the second half 4 weeks ago.
It's almost like you're gonna be like, hey, forget about that interception, go with this thing. And I know that play at the end of the half has to be sitting.
Mahomes gets sacked again.
As Hendrickson gets to him. Hubbard was
Wow, back-to-back drives where the where the Bengals were actually able to get his ass on the ground.
put up by Cincinnati.
You'll see up top.
I'm genuinely concerned that the Chiefs have blown this game.
It's a huge play for the Bengals, not allowing any points and nothing right there. Hendrickson, big time sack.
Need to get Hendrickson some new sleeves.
Mahomes, that play at the end of that first half just makes you sit there and be like, I can't believe I did that, you know?
Now he's been sacked, Tony. The last 2 third down plays.
2 straight 3rd downs. Mahomes side down. The Bengals almost got to that punt.
No contact on the punter, but this end, Taylor with the
Touchback.
he was going to catch it.
Good break for the Bengals.
To the end zone.
Okay, so it's like the Burrow interception never happened now. The defense made a stop. They got a touchback on the punt. Tied at 21. This is nuts.
Imagine how the fans of both of these teams feel.
The Bengals fans are happy because they're just happy to be here. The Chiefs fans are the ones that are getting pissed off right now. They're the ones that are uptight right now.
One thing's for sure, the NFC has their hands full for the next few years.
Yeah. Maybe the AFC is so good right now they should start their own league. Fuck being a conference within the NFL.
No, that's just when we're like, all right, we're gonna send Kansas City, and we're gonna trade Kansas City for Washington. Swap divisions.
Shit. Closed my stream. Well, on my phone. Obviously, I'm still online. Let's go, Bengals. Get your first lead of the day. There's still 12 and a half fucking minutes to go, though. We got an hour and 10 minutes till the NFC Championship game. I almost bought a die cast on Mercari a while back. Almost. I need to know that I'm going to be at my current job for a long time before I ever start wasting money on cars again. Now that I got that hyper fixation under control. Largest comeback in a championship game was the Colts beating the Patriots in 06 after being down the same score, 21-3. Brady blew a 21-3 lead. Why didn't that become a meme? And he threw the game-losing interception at the end of the game. But people conveniently forget that.
Knee surgery, December 2nd of 2020. Had his ACL, MCL repaired by Dr. Neil Armitage out in Los Angeles, just a few miles away where that operation took place, from where the Super Bowl will take place. Just not even a 10-minute drive away. And that was 13 and a half months ago. Now has a chance with the quarter of his life.
Oh, bad snap, but Burrow brings it in. Gets out of the pocket. Got to throw it away. Oh, my God. He threw it right to the linebacker, but it's incomplete. Lord, man.
There was no Bengal in the area. Well, that was a throw that almost was incredibly costly.
Yeah, look at that.
It's just a really terrible throw and fell out. Ball hits the ground.
Burrow was trying to stop that. Shit, did he catch that?
Feels like incomplete. You should not throw the red flag here because if Nick Bolton only got one left. If Nick Bolton had ankle the ball in his hands, that would have been an interception.
3rd and 7. God damn. It's turned into a defensive battle. Now Burrow. Oh! Get out of there, Joe! Oh my God, what a play. First down. Joe Burrow is awesome. Joe Burrow's built different. He gets away from Chris Jones about 2 or 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Well, yeah, when you're running for your fucking life playing behind that O-line, you develop a bit of an extra sense. They had a Chiefs fan and a Bengals fan standing next to each other. And one was like, and the other one was like, yay. Hurry up and snap the ball. Play clock's run down. They just got it away. They run it with Mixon. Nothing there. Every first down here was a win.
They get a lot of 2nd and 9s in this game, Tony.
Yeah, it just makes it hard. It's why there's nothing easy right now. And having Uzama out, I really think is a direct impact a little bit too of some of this because he's such a weapon inside. And when you have safeties that are wide and going out there and double teaming, that's the guy on the inside. So I thought,
whoa, the fuck are they doing? CBS. The fucking score box was going up and down the screen. And now we don't have a score box. Oh. Boyd had to make some guys miss just to get a yard.
For a moment, acted like the play was dead, and then caught it, took off, only got 2 yards. They got a 3rd and long. 3rd and long as we move inside of 10 minutes.
10 minutes till the Super Bowl.
For everyone out there who did not give the Bengals a chance, I think you're realizing right now.
I didn't give them a chance, Tony. They're fucking tough, though. They are tough, but they're on a 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8.
These are the plays you got to come up with, bro, if you're going to do it. 3rd and 7.
And Burrow escapes another sack, and he's going to run for another first. Ooh, he takes a shot. He was down. Look at Sorensen trying to pretend he did something. Every time Burrow runs and goes down hard on his knees, I get scared because I don't want the guy to get hurt. I know he's not made of glass, but he took a pretty hard shot there at the end of the play. And he got face mask. Come on. You got to call that. Look at me, the Bengals homer now. But seriously, he grabbed the Sorensen face masked him. That would have put him in damn near field goal range already. This play's dead. The fuck for?
Zach Taylor was trying to call a timeout.
First charge timeout.
Cincinnati timeout.
Cincinnati.
30-second timeout. Well, Tony, the only quarterback to beat Patrick Mahomes in the postseason, Tom Brady. I know you'll never forget that game. A 37-31 overtime thriller 3 years ago. It's already Patrick's 9th postseason home game. And this has not been the second half that anyone expected after they raced to a 21-3 lead.
It's really been since that play at the end
Look at
of the
this.
half where they didn't get points. It just sits there. You're so upset with yourself and everything. But no one's better than Patrick Mahomes at putting stuff behind him and going out here and just finishing the job. But right now, he's going to have to do something, it looks like, because Burrow's doing on the other end. Whichever quarterback plays better at the end, that's who's going to win this game.
Yeah, the Chiefs' win probability has plummeted, and now we're looking at Bengals' win probability.
First down.
It's going to be whoever has the ball last, I think. So it goes, just like last week. Look out. I think the Chiefs jumped off sides. They did. So it'll be 1st and 5 at the 50 for the Bengals.
Offside.
Yeah.
Defense number 55. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down. They don't want to hear about offside penalties by number 55.
Goddamn D Ford in the championship game in 2018.
I remember that.
Brady throws a game-losing interception to send the Chiefs to the Super Bowl. Oh, D Ford was lined up offsides. Fuck.
Championship game, and that was an offside. The game was over. It was over. If he doesn't get offside. But this is the second possibility.
1st and 5 it gives him, Tony. So what do you do?
There's so much time left in this game. You can do anything you want right here, Jim. But to me, just make it simple. But you got to go inside.
There it is. Higgins cutting across the field. First down to the 34. Thought he was going to get more.
Turn it upfield.
Inside to Higgins. Keep it again so many ways. Inside Higgins.
Gain of 16.
It's a good design play, an under route. This is what they're going to give up. I think everything's been hard for the Bengals, right? It's just bouncing the ball's kind of going their way in the second half. Everyone forgets there's 2 little drops that were just on the
Getting
edge.
down to 7.5 minutes.
Third down. You know, it's like at that point you thought, just one drive.
You never know when the key play is going to happen. First down.
I got a false start, I think. Now they're throwing flags.
False start. Offense number 67. 5-yard penalty. No first down. This drive, Tony's approaching 5 minutes.
You never realize when he walked out there and there was over 12 minutes to go, you feel like there's a lot of possessions left, right?
Right.
And you never really know that all of a sudden one 8-minute drive, 10-minute drive means each guy gets one crack at it. And that's why this is so huge. And Jones,
It's a lot like, remember the first game we watched with them playing? I was like, man, if the Bengals run down this last 7 minutes, they win. They did. I mean, it's going to be hard to run down 7 minutes when you're already across the 40, but
it's like they can just
might make it to where the Chiefs only get one good shot at it.
Please reset the game clock to 7:36.
Can you fucking get on with it, please?
Go on the snap, not on the whistle. They're going to add 4 seconds. Can't help but wonder, will somebody need those 4 seconds?
Dallas. Dallas could have used those 4 seconds.
13 is enough to go 130 yards.
Spags was talking about you look into that helmet when you guys show those tight shots at Burrow. He's got that killer look. He said the same as Tom Brady.
Stop with the Tom Brady comp. Skip Bayless is going to come in his pants. Yeah, it's a blitz, but it's not getting anywhere close. Out of bounds, incomplete. Not Burrow's best throw.
It's the right matchup. I like where he's going with the ball. Just need to be a little more back shoulder. Well, when you draft a guy number 1 overall, or just your quarterback in the first round in general, you want a guy that you really believe is going to put his team on his back and be the guy everyone believes in. You know, to win games like this. Burrow, those eyes, you can see it right there. A lot going on in that mind, and it's quiet and soft.
Good rush by Ingram, but not fast enough.
And that
There's Chase. They're in long field. They're at the 34. It's third down.
Field goals, regular and post combined, outside of 50 yards with 11 makes.
Well, if he comes in, and this is really getting late in the game, maybe not on this one, but the next one, he's probably going to go ahead and say, we're going to the Super Bowl.
It's too early. It's too early. I've never heard anything like that. Zach Taylor, in his third year, helping lead his team back from a whole
That's a young ass team.
3rd and 8. Yeah, everybody's like 25 or younger. 3rd and 8. Just don't take a sack. Throws it short to Piron. No gain. They don't lose yardage, but it's 4th down. Kick a 53-yard field goal here for the lead. Clock's down to 6.5 minutes. Bengals defense. The way I see it, if the Bengals defense makes one more stop, they're going to the Super Bowl. If you make this field goal and you make one more stop, you're probably going to the Super Bowl.
In the playoffs, you know, and Tony, he reminds me of a young golfer who doesn't have any battle scars yet. He just doesn't know what he doesn't know. He's so good.
Got to make this kick. That's step one. Make this kick.
Minutes and 12 seconds remaining. 52 yards away. Can he do it from 52?
He got it. Bengals take the lead, 24-21.
He didn't have any scars coming in, and that was close to gaining one, but right there, big time kick. That's what you got to do to set
You
your
make
team
one
up.
more stop, and your offense can finish the game for you. I feel pretty good if I'm having to have the Bengals offense finish the game for me, so you just got to make one more stop. Set yourself up with a chance. I got to check on Skip. He will drain the balls of Joe Burrow on Undisputed tomorrow. His last tweet, call the face mask on Burrow. Now or never, Chiefs. Got to put a drive together. An hour ago, Pro Football Talk tweeted, game's not over, obviously, but it would almost be impossible for anyone to beat Mahomes and the Chiefs from any era. And now Johnny Manziel tweeted trash cans at him and saying they were wrong. And Pro Football Talk said, what part of game's not over did you not understand? And somebody said, don't listen to Johnny Manziel. He's fucking drunk. He's wasted. He's hammered right now watching football. He don't know.
And that's winning the championship game. 2-0. It's been since 88. 21 unanswered. To get to the Super Bowl back then, they had to beat Fouts and Kelly. Now trying to take out Mahomes.
6 minutes, bitch. 6 minutes from the Super Bowl. The Bengals are up 24-21. 6 fucking minutes. As the sun sets in Kansas City.
On the field of the Lamar Hunt Trophy to the AFC champion is coming up on the State Farm post-game show.
Last 7 plays, the Chiefs have -7 yards and a pick. Screen to Hardman.
Hartman slides it
4 yards.
has a gain of 4.
Clock starts moving. We're under 6 minutes now.
Hubbard brings him down.
I know what the Chiefs are thinking. Now we drain the clock and we score a touchdown and give you no time left.
Sitting there right now, your whole life.
If I'm the Bengals, I might just get one stop. Come on.
Go to the Super Bowl. A dream, but right there, that guy, you see those eyes we looked at before? These are pretty strong eyes too, Jim. That's the guy you're standing right there, you got to go through. He's had something to say about this before.
Kelsey wide open. I think he's going to have a first down.
In this second half, as Kelsey has the catch, Apple on him quickly.
Weirdly, these are kind of stuff where
He was wide open, but at least Eli Apple made the tackle.
there's a chance Bruin never
And
touches
Hubbard's
the
all
ball.
over the place.
Obviously, they can get a 3 plays here and get the ball back, but there's a really good chance that this quarterback can take this team down and almost end this game under 30 seconds.
Tyreek Hill does not have a catch in this second half.
No catches for Hill in this half. That's
To the left.
insane.
On first down.
There's Kelsey again, fighting through tackles to get extra yards.
And it gives him an extra couple of yards. With Pratt taking him to the turf. Pickup of 8.
There's just a part of me that understands the way we played. I mean, give Lou and Arnold credit. Unbelievable job in this second half, the adjustments and stuff, but a lot of it is that they've seen a lot of the stuff and they've actually, their players are playing faster and more efficient and getting those tip balls, have the stuff going their way. But there's going to come a point here in about 30 seconds to a minute that I would start to get more aggressive. If you're going to give up a touchdown,
Run it with McKinnon. It's 3rd and a yard and a half.
Picks up 1.
3rd and 1.
it's really smart. Kansas
If they don't
City.
get it, you damn well know they're going for it.
Get the big play,
It's only a yard.
You're going to keep underneath, run the ball. You can take this all the way down and never let Burrow touch it again. Exactly.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit here and milk the play clock every chance I get if I'm the Chiefs.
That's right. Lou, right there.
Bengals fucked up and burned one timeout earlier. That could have come back to haunt them.
You're not going to get a touchdown per se, but you got to be aggressive at least to get the ball back to your quarterback to have a chance to go down and score.
They're 0 for 4 on 3rd down in this half.
This is a risky defense right here. This is the aggressive one. 3rd and 1, I don't know.
3rd and 1. They're going to throw it. Kelsey's wide open up the seam.
And he's at the 38-yard line. Wide open.
Wide open up the seam. Just like against the Bills last week.
Number 18.
Well, you saw Kelsey do this exact same thing. A little different formation. But watch right here. Kelsey, hey, do it, Kelsey. Do it, Kelsey. That's what Mahomes said. Just run right up there. No chance. Oh, just to play a soft zone. Can't do that.
Need a turnover.
Aggressive, Jim.
Need a turnover. Got to have one. Sweet reverse with Mecole Hardman, who's lunging for the first down. I think he's just short. He got out of bounds. That stops the clock.
You wanted him to get out of bounds there. Kansas City.
Gain of 9.
How about this? Over 12 minutes to go in the game, and when Burrow walked out there, if I told you Burrow's going to get one shot,
If Burrow
he's
gets
gonna get
one shot.
Here it is. This is the drive, and this is the drive. You just didn't feel like that when he was out there with 12, 13 minutes to go. But here it is, right there, shaping up that way.
Hendrickson is not on the field for this snap, nor the last one. The man who provides the most pressure in the backfield.
Coming after him.
Blitz. Blitz. And McKinnon runs around it. First down at the 15. Bengals are looking around for a holding flag. They don't get it. Chiefs can take it down to the 2-minute warning.
Great read. You see the internal pressure.
I would.
I know. This guy's got this. Mahomes is like,
Come on, Ozzy,
keep up with you for a little bit, but not anymore. McKinney gets going. That was actually, I would have taken the timeout if I was Cincinnati here. This is, I'd go to 2 minutes. I wouldn't snap the ball.
I'm not snapping the ball here if I'm Kansas City. We're going to the 2.
A split second. They can take it all the way down. Mahomes, no doubt, wise to that.
Just try and draw him offside. Totally.
2-minute warning. Chiefs are at the Bengals 15.
Guys, we're gonna even this up.
Down by 3.
There's not gonna be any more close games.
No, this one's not close. Oh, Super Bowl.
You're watching the
Man, I want the Bengals to win so bad. I'm so torn because I'm like, man, I want Mahomes to win as many Super Bowls as possible so people will shut up about Brady. But now I'm like, oh, come on, let's get the Bengals there. Let's go. Because Burrow's great too. I'm thinking long term. I'm like, you get to 3 straight Super Bowls, you win 2 out of 3. You still got to win a couple more. But if you win a couple more, I don't have to hear about Tom Brady ever again. Michael, you said there were 3 holding. Well, the Bengals looked shocked there weren't any holding flags. They were like flailing their arms around. Now Johnny Manziel and Pro Football Talk are openly talking shit to each other. He said, double birds to you and Mike Florio. And Pro Football Talk said, what a loser this guy is, was, and always will be. But more people like Johnny Manziel than will ever like Mike Florio. So, yeah, fuck Mike Florio. Somebody said, Chiefs fans, if y'all lose, blame this guy. It's a Chiefs fan wearing a Cowboys hat.
Oh, wow.
He's got a Mahomes jersey, but a Cowboys hat. 2 minutes to the Super Bowl. No, I could never hate Mahomes because Mahomes is like a freak athlete from another planet. And there's just no denying what a freak he is. Brady physically never blew anybody away. Mahomes just physically blows everybody away. Mahomes carries teams. Brady never really had to carry any team his entire career because New England always played great defense. Mahomes hanging on the ball a little too long. He's going to take off running, dive out of bounds for a gain of about 4. That's a good break for the Bengals. That's a free timeout.
Again, they have been blanked in the second half after only managing a field goal in their matchup a month ago in the second half. He picked up 4 on that run.
Just get the ball in Burrow's hands one more time. Come on. One more time. One more again. One more again. He avoids Hendrickson. God, he twisted Hendrickson all the way around. Somebody play the Globetrotter music. Damn, Henderson's going to get his ass out of bounds again. Out of bounds. Stops the clock. 3rd and 5. What 2 great plays for the Bengals. That's free timeouts right there. Henderson had to go all the way around the world to get to Mahomes.
But at the end, I mean, that was huge because now you're in another situation.
Still going to be 3rd and 3. Going to be 3rd and 3. Look at that effort, though. We'll call it 2.
Henderson wore out chasing him around.
The effort he gave there, right?
He was in pain.
Evan had told us.
3rd and 2. 138.
That's a pretty good spot for the Chiefs. It's a shovel pass to Kelsey, who's got it 1st and goal at the 5. Now the Bengals need to, well, I mean, they're only down to 2 timeouts, but I think they got to take timeouts. Yeah. Now you're just playing for overtime. You got to stop them and hope you hold them to field goal. Unless you just want to let them score. This is the kind of situation where you would consider letting them score on purpose because we've seen it before. Lions and the Falcons, the Giants and the Patriots in the second Super Bowl. The Patriots let the Giants score to get the ball back because they were like, we can't stop them, just let them in. I would almost let them in here.
to the AFC champion. It's all coming up on the State Farm post-game show. Now,
Good news is the Chiefs can't get another first down without a penalty.
Kansas City was down close. That did not work out for him.
To me, what's happening, I mean, in these playoff games, how close these games are all, getting at the end. This is a testament to the NFL, the league, and the quarterbacks in this league, and the talent level of these young players. There's so much depth at that position that it's hard to kind of separate because these guys are so good to get their team back in it. I think you're in for an incredible run over this next 5-10 years of these quarterbacks and see.
Our Brady-free existence. What a beautiful time.
The 11th play of this drive.
First and goal at the 5. Bengals are going to play to stop them. Second timeout. They're out of timeouts now.
So there's a scenario that comes up that says let them score, right?
I was already there. I was already on the fuck it, let them score bandwagon. Like I was with the Bucks and Rams last week. I'm like, let the Bucks score.
I think Cincy's banking on stopping them and having time to get a field goal.
Down
Yeah.
at the 1, go down. Now this is that rare situation where it's right
If I'm the Chiefs, I'm going to hand it off here. And if I don't get it, I don't care because I'm going to run the clock down. So
Is what you would say they're thinking.
Well, my thought is there's a time where it's like, okay, it's so low it doesn't matter score, right? But if you had 2 minutes and 20 seconds, you'd rather get it under 2. They have no timeouts. To me, I would run the ball here.
oh, if only the Bengals didn't burn that one timeout earlier.
One more play, get it down to the inch-yard line, and have your running back.
Well, think about how often they score in the red zone.
Okay.
I'm sure that's taken into account because it's like where they're at on the field,
What about the strategy from
the situation with the Bengals not having any timeouts.
They could say score. No, you're trying to stop them here. Cincinnati's 100% trying to stop.
Cincinnati's still playing. We're going to fucking stop them.
Rare case when you're like, we just want one more crack at it because this is our best player.
And it's play action. Oh, Mahomes, what are you doing? Mahomes takes a sack and went down hard.
Really smart.
You should have just handed it off there.
That was, I don't love that.
If you're going to do that, you should have just handed it off.
There's so many scenarios right here. It's like they're trying to score. You got to score. But you
It's
I don't
only
wanna take
karma
the
if
sack
Mahomes
there.
loses in overtime.
You got a 3rd and goal
Yeah,
at the 9.
kinda.
Well, the percentages are on any defense out there. This is a really low percentage from the 9 when they know. But he's going to motion them back in.
Big 5.
You're going to have a chance.
Chiefs call timeout. 39 seconds to go.
Oh, man, there's
39 seconds.
Flag
Cincinnati.
Holding defense.
Hey, that's how the Bengals beat them on the reverse of this same situation. Remember, the Chiefs got flagged like twice inside the 5, and next thing you know, first down. The Bengals run the clock out and kick a field goal.
It is. And
But the Chiefs need a touchdown. That's the difference here.
I don't know. It's almost like let's pretend Mahomes was on the other side.
I mean, yeah, field goal ties it up, but touchdown wins it.
Second to third down.
100%. Get it back to him with a minute and 30.
Look at that win probability. You're right. Win probability went from 73 to 51.6 after Mahomes took that sack.
By the game and how you are on defense, but we're at this point now. So obviously,
You get Joe Burrow the ball, the Bengals are going to the fucking Super Bowl. I swear it. I swear it.
no turnovers, right? Your season ends right here, Kansas City, with a sack, fumble, an interception. So you have to be smart with the ball.
You have to sack him, D-Rat, because he's not going to throw it away. Mahomes going to hang in there until he absolutely can't to try to find somebody.
Six.
And usually he does. So it's like you just got to get him on the ground.
Kelsey, so tough in this spot. And it's not to the ground.
Oh, got Eli, but 1-on-1.
Third and goal from the 9. No pressure. Mahomes has all day to look anywhere he wants to go. 3-man rush. The coverage is good. Here comes an outside linebacker. They're chasing Mahomes. He fumbled the ball. And the Chiefs recover back at the 26. They're going to run the clock down and kick the field goal and go to overtime. Oh, my Lord. This couldn't have gone any worse for the Chiefs.
This is an unbelievable job.
The coverage. And then Hubbard comes in and finishes him off.
It was like it's nobody.
Hubbard came from like 10 miles away to strip sack him.
Boy, that fumble.
Timeout with 2 seconds on the clock to kick the field goal and tie it up. Bucker's missed a few lately.
And this is at like a 45.
Yeah, this field goal is not easy because Mahomes took a sack all the way back at the 26. Now we're back to Bengals win probability. That's a long field goal. We were just at the 9, and now we're like 20 yards back.
Can he do it? 2 straight weeks?
We're going to find out. Do you see?
Ugh.
How about the time on that? Initially, I'm like, 3-man rush. He's going to stand there for 8 days, and then Hubbard times it perfectly.
That ball, they're going to regret not recovering that fumble, though, I'm telling you. They're going to regret not recovering that fumble.
He's going to miss this.
Well, now, Butker to keep their season alive, to give us back-to-back overtime games at Arrowhead.
DFS, you got your license. Congratulations. They went from inside the 10 to now they're having to kick a 44-yard field goal just to get it to overtime. And Butker's missed some lately. He nailed it. We're going to overtime.
Oh, boy.
24-24.
Both quarterbacks got one crack at
What are these
at the
playoffs?
end. Over 12 minutes, 13 minutes. And
Overtime.
kick a field goal. What else is new? Let's go to...
Now we're going to have another debate about the overtime rules, I'm sure.
And now we're going to go.
The second half.
The Bengals need to win this toss. Hendrickson was fucking gassed and hurt. The Bengals are just tired. The Bengals need to win this coin toss.
What a fearless kick by Butker. I didn't even watch it.
It got a lot tougher, too.
That defensive line has nothing left.
30 yards right there.
The Kansas City's offense
Chiefs'
were out
only
too.
points of the second half have come with no time left on the clock.
Could have done it
And
before.
now you can look at the overtime rules. You know, folks, we've all been down
We
this
have no
road
more
all
win
week long. There's gotten so much discussion about the postseason overtime rules. And I will
We know the overtime rules. I'm not going to explain them. Field goal, the other team gets a chance. You score a touchdown, it's over. If you both match field goals, the next score wins.
Let's listen in.
We'll continue to play. We are going to start a new game. Both teams will have 3 timeouts.
New game plus. Heads, yes. Josh Allen should have called heads. Call heads.
Unless the first team scores a touchdown or there's a defensive score. All replays are upstairs. Any questions? Cincinnati, you are still the visitors. What is your call? He called heads.
Heads.
It is tails.
Oh, the Chiefs won the toss.
Why does everybody just assume Mahomes?
The good thing is, if they score and win, then we get more reason to change overtime rules.
Yeah. Chiefs get the fucking ball first.
But their offense is wore out.
Yeah, I'm just worried about the Bengals defense. I don't know if
This
they
is
can.
going to be a very, very... I'm more worried about a turnover. If they can sack my homie again.
Going to fucking overtime, boy.
Not recovering that fumble.
The game's on CBS. And the overtime's about to start. And we got another game at 6:40. The Niners and the Rams. Oh, and that ball was on the ground. I thought that was it. I was like, oh, I had my Bengals going to the Super Bowl ready. Come on. Turnover, Bengals. Turnover. He put the ball on the ground on the last possession. Skip. Chiefs just won. Yeah, I'm with Tree. Great. Can't wait to hear all the hot takes about the overtime rules again. Pro Football Talk before Butker kicked the field goal tweeted, and here comes the miss. I was hoping for a miss. We can't keep living like this in overtime every week.
They asked Najee who he wanted at Pittsburgh's quarterback. And you know what he said?
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yep.
The fuck is he thinking? Cincinnati's defense has done good work in the second half, but God, do they have anything left? Burrow got pissed when they lost the toss.
He goes, oh, you see what he did there, Jim? He just put his cape on. Superman's walking back
Now
out.
the cape comes off. I was going to finish this, though. There have been 11 of these occasions in the postseason. The team that won the coin flip is 10-1, with 7 of them being first possession touchdown wins.
You're exactly right. That's too extreme.
See, they just
And
want
that,
it
to me, it's
regulation.
because you got the top quarterbacks are playing in the postseason. You know, and that's just an advantage. But Cincinnati's only given up 3.5 points of football in 2 halves of
That's why
football
I like
against
John Harbaugh
the Chiefs. The
playing
last
for the
second
win
half
like
in
he
Week
did.
17
Yeah.
and here tonight. But can
Then
they
they can't
stand
make
up
it.
with the Super Bowl on the line?
And no team, you saw it, that's different. No team has ever won in the postseason back-to-back overtime games.
Chiefs have the ball first.
Offense was on the field.
Nobody in the postseason's ever won back-to-back overtime games. Ball sailed over the receiver's head, and I thought it was going to go to the defender.
Ahead of Robinson.
Well, that,
Every overthrow, every tip pass in that secondary now is going to make me lose my shit.
right when he's about to throw it, he had to be safe and get it over the
I want
hand.
them
Can't have another
to go
chip.
3 and out and then win and go to the Super Bowl on a blocked punt touchdown.
The one we discussed earlier.
That's the best way to go to the Super Bowl.
6, New England and Kansas City 3 years ago on this field. 2nd and 10.
The NFL's not trying to get anybody in the Super Bowl. The Chiefs are really good. Breaking news, the Chiefs are good. Oh! Oh!
Eli Apple.
Eli Apple dropped an interception.
Anybody that's not Eli Apple has that.
Robinson doesn't get
Oh!
his head around. It's a slant. Mahomes throws it.
It's 3rd down, but oh, Eli Apple. Oh, the receiver had his hands in front of it first.
Bengals to the Super Bowl. You should have just
Oh,
said, here,
God.
no one
That cannot. Oh,
never
oh my God. I'm losing my mind. That's the Super Bowl.
the Bengals.
That's the Super Bowl in his hands.
The last time this
Down,
franchise
there was
was
5
in such a
seconds.
position.
This is the shit right here. No pass rush, and they brought 4 this time. Mahomes going deep. It's intercepted by Von Bell off a tip. He's trying to get a good return. He gets it to the 45 on still in their own territory, but the Bengals have the ball.
14 seconds. It only took 14 seconds.
Oh my God.
They're not the underdogs anymore.
An interception off a tip. It's not over yet. They're not even in field goal range yet.
He's only been targeted twice.
He hit Hill in the hands, but it bounced back to Bell.
Jesse Bates, reach in.
Jesse Bates got a hand in there and basically volleyballed that shit to Bell.
The play. Bell comes down with it. But Bates
Playing the part of Richard Sherman is Bates.
maybe sending the Bengals now.
Woo! Woo!
Have something coming here.
Woo! This is amazing.
Just inside the 20 yards. And that's live.
Believe and it will happen. Manifest Bengals Super Bowl run.
Hooray.
Bates deflected.
A field goal wins it now. They're at their own 45.
Hill blanked since halftime.
The Chiefs are going to start bringing a lot of pressure, I think. Good throw. Higgins fighting through the tackle. Gain of 9.
Mixon to make sure he's running.
Now the kicker gets to come out and say we're going to the Super Bowl.
So we're going to the fucking Super Bowl.
Listen, this by Cincinnati. If I was Kansas City, I'd have liked to have seen a run right there, right? You're like, don't throw it on every down. And there's
Nah, now I'm throwing it on every down. I'm getting the fuck out of here as fast as I can. We got the ball. We're going to go.
this game. He walked out and he goes, I can't believe we're going to the AFC Championship. He hadn't kicked this field goal. He said at the break.
How do the Bengals keep doing this every fucking week?
And he made it from 52. 2nd and 1.
Now they run it on 2nd and 1. Mixon bounces to the outside. First down. They're at the Chiefs 42.
42. Higgins threw a nice block. That looked like it could be stopped for a loss. Instead, good for 4.
If I'm Zach Taylor, I'm telling offensive coordinator Brian Callahan, stay aggressive on 1st down. There's a tendency right here to get a little safe, hand it off, and have to kick a nice 57, 60-yard and to be cool, you know, get in there. Another 1st down before you start to play.
Yeah, it's 60 from here. 1st down.
Run it with Mixon.
The yard is big.
Gain of 2. They're at the 40, so now they're for a 58-yarder. No matter what, you're going to kick it if you don't even get another yard.
He beat him once this year at the end of regulation.
No negative plays.
Let's find out if they decide to risk it. This is where you get really aggressive. Spagnola here. I think he's coming after him. You have a chance to throw a slant to chase quickly and hit a home run. Get the ball to Saints fast.
Second and 8.
Oh, to Higgins. He's in field goal range at the 32. First down.
With all that attention over the chase, Higgins has had a big game. He just
Oh, reality starting to set in for the Chiefs.
I love that he made the decision to slant instead of
The slant to hit. God, they kill people with the same thing over and over. Slant to Higgins, slant to Higgins, slant to Higgins. Yeah, it's the crossing routes in Madden.
6 catches, 103, and definitely now in McPherson range.
Higgins over 100 now.
Stay safe here. First down.
I'm
be safe at this point.
probably going to be really conservative here. Mixon down to the 25. God, you almost don't want to get another first down. That's just more chances for you to fumble and put the ball on the ground.
I think I'll probably run it.
I want to give the kicker. I think it's good to give a kicker a heads up. Hey, in 2 plays, we're kicking it. No matter what we do, in 2 plays, we're kicking it. Be ready. That's what I'd probably be telling him now. Nah, you don't even throw the ball again. You're just going to run this ball.
You could score that.
They could just run it in. You never know.
Team on the road and the number 2 team on the road.
They'd be the number 1 seed. Now trying to beat the 2 seed. And second and 3.
Mixon to the outside. At the 15, down to the 12. He tripped or he would have scored. He tripped or he would have scored.
Going to the Super Bowl, Jim. They came into Arrowhead. What a run there. He's got a great burst. Really, I thought he had a chance to score there at the end.
If he didn't trip, he was going to score.
I'll tell you, in Cincinnati, around that locker room, Mixon is the energy and emotion.
You got to go ahead and kick it.
Heartbeat of our team.
You just got to go ahead and kick it.
Situations, but in overtime, ripping off some big runs here.
Timeout, Kansas City. I don't know what good that's going to do them.
Called by Kansas City.
Run this to where the kicker wants it. Kick this
Ball security, but just down it.
You've just, now that he's called timeout, I'm going to say, you ready? Let's kick it. I'm going to kick it.
30-second timeout.
What's he challenging?
Andy Reid might challenge, but I don't know if he can. In illegal formation, he can't do that.
Well, challenges Gene's territory.
It's
have to come
upstairs.
Most definitely, Jim,
He's
yes.
asking now. I could tell.
All challenges upstairs, guys, and illegal formation is not a reviewable play.
Yeah, exactly right.
So he can have the conversation, but New York can't get involved, nor the replay official.
Would you just go ahead and kick it now, Tony? It'd be a 30.
Kick it now.
Well, the only thing is you might want to move it to the center.
Okay.
So if you look,
Move it to the hash.
too many guys on the line, right? So that's 9 guys. How many you got? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys on the line? Yeah, can't do that. You can only have 7, so. I take it back. You can have 8 guys in the line. They just got to be legal there, and someone's covered someone up.
Jay Feely, if you were in this position as a hash mark, you'd prefer?
No, I think from here, I mean, he's having a conversation with his special teams coach, Darren Simmons, right now, and just asking him where he wants it. But from this perspective, there's not a lot of wind. The field conditions are great. It's not going to matter.
Hey, Gene, clarify the 8 guys on the line of scrimmage.
I'm running one more play to get it on the hash mark that the kicker wants.
First and 10. Right up the middle. And holding with 2.
Kick it now. Kick it now.
And that's now 28-yard attempt from there.
Why are we still out here? Kick it. This motherfucker's going to run another play.
I mean, I'm almost to the point of kicking it right
Motherfucker, I was at the point of kicking it 10 yards ago.
There's the possibility of something fluky, right? And
Kick the fucking ball, man. I'm begging
the
you.
other part is you want downs in case the snap. You got to save at least 1 down. You don't run it 3 times, kick it on 4th. So what happens all of a sudden? You know, somebody jumps, you get a false start.
Kick that ball.
Anything. There's ways the ball could slip. I mean, I've seen guys in the playoffs drop a snap before in a big situation.
Now they're going to kick it. Burrow took the ball and ran to get to the middle of the hashes.
Steps back 3 yards.
All right.
Downs it
Here comes the kick
And now they bring out McPherson.
to go to the Super Bowl.
To say anything here as confident as last week.
You missed my joke. I said I've seen guys drop a snap in the playoffs before. Key situations.
I thought you were talking from the line of scrimmage on a regular play. I know you're talking special.
No, I wasn't talking about this. This is why you kick it on third down, though. Because if he hits a drop, all right, do it again.
Here we go. This could be a sentence that a month ago.
I never thought I'd say this in my life. If this kick is good.
From 31 yards.
31-yard kick. The Bengals going to the Super Bowl. Woo! The Bengals are going to the Super Bowl. The Bengals are in the fucking Super Bowl. The Bengals are going to the Super Bowl.
No way. Only two quarterbacks have won an FBS national title game in a Super Bowl, and that's Joe Namath and Joe Montana.
Bengals going to the Super Bowl.
From 18 down, matching the biggest comeback victory in championship game history.
The Bengals. Let me say it one more time so you understand what just happened. The Cincinnati Bengals are going to the Super Bowl.
Cincinnati takes the AFC.
Shooter.
And it's Tony Romo with the Happy Gilmore reference.
22 of 22 on the season.
That's a killer for the Chiefs. But I'm so happy for the Bengals.
Never would have imagined it.
That play at the end of the second.
They're unbelievable how they keep getting away with this and pulling this off. What a run.
Inside.
The Bengals are in the Super Bowl.
At the end. That's it.
2 years of Joe Burrow have completely changed this team forever.
Dogs anymore, Cincinnati. You've arrived.
They're in the
and
Super
you're
Bowl.
here. And the
They're not
two
underdogs
guys
now.
they took did a good job on Chase
They can
today.
beat anybody, any day, any time.
2 years ago,
And that's unreal.
Bengals had the worst record in the
2 years ago, the worst team in the NFL. Just 2 years from being the worst team in football. They had the first overall pick to draft Joe Burrow for a reason, because his team was terrible.
You've seen it all. Did you ever have a hint that this team down 21?
Andy Reid back to his Philadelphia days of losing the conference championship game.
But I didn't think they could do it at Arrowhead. I mean, things had to go their way, but they had to play great. Oh, what a job. I mean, enjoyed it this year, bud.
Unbelievable. How about
And the Chiefs had so many chances. They blew the end of the first half. They blew the end of the fourth quarter. The turnover in overtime.
As he should be celebrating this moment.
Smoke the fucking cigars, man.
All right, well, Joe,
This is something else.
you deserve it.
That's Icky.
Will Icky shuffle for you? A little bit. Well, congratulations to come in.
Steelers fan, how you feeling? What's your take on this?
Find a way to claw back and now head to the Super Bowl. What does it say about this
Dude's
team?
different.
They had a great play on the defensive side against us. You know, we struggled a little bit. Great job.
He can't even do the interview. Everybody's just hugging him.
Defense.
That's the guy right there. He had a great play in the second half.
Bengals defense came up huge.
I mean, I'm just a little speechless. Sorry.
Stepped
I don't
up.
know what to say.
I'm sure you
Got it done.
Imagine what was going through your head when you lost the coin flip in overtime to Patrick Mahomes.
He proved you don't have to
usually when
win
you
the
lose
coin flip.
coin flip to
Yeah.
those guys, you're going home. But you know, our defense really stepped up and made plays in the second half.
Sorry,
And on
Bills
offense, we
fans.
made plays when we had to. You know, I thought the offensive line played really well all day. You know, we started running the ball there at the end. That's exciting. Big win for us.
On to the Super Bowl. How does it sound?
Sounds great. Sounds great.
Go enjoy this.
Well, Tony, we've had some Joes at quarterback go on to become Super Bowl
It's the
MVPs.
eye of the tiger. It's the thrill of the fight.
And now Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals will represent the American
The Bengals gone to the Super Bowl.
in 2 weeks' time.
Well, and the reason with the number one pick, they took franchise Joe. And right there, Joe Franchise has taken him. He's turned this thing around.
Well, if you don't mind, I'm going to stop this stream
This program
and come back with a new one here in about 15 or 20 minutes when the next game starts.
But they've done it.
Incomprehensible's the word that came to mind for me. Yep, they came back to beat Kansas City.
Oh, my Lord.
First time they were down 14 on January 2nd.
Can you believe
No matter.
Bengals in the Super Bowl?
They represent the AFC in 2 weeks. We got the
That's-
presentation of the Lamar Trophy coming up.
All right, I'll see you guys in about 15 or 20 minutes whenever that game starts. I'll be back.
Presented by
Come on.